You and Bart are going to be rolling around in the home.
Okay, settle down.
No, let's not get carried away.
Well, that's a great topic.
You're putting a few
That
too
is
many
a
years on me here.
Well, hold on, though. That's a great topic. You in a assisted living home, and you holding court, and you being pissed off at people. That's a great topic.
Bart's
What does
gonna have an
Bart
illegal
look like
pudding
at
racket
86? What does an 86-year-old Bart look like in an assisted living home where he's in there holding court and telling people he's going to run the place? He's going to run the place, and then he's going to maybe get thrown out. Do people get thrown out of assisted living?
They do.
places?
They do. There are many, and I'm one of them. You've been through this with your parents, and I went through it with both my parents. You see some of the most incredible things, some of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. And all you can do is laugh when you get in that situation. And I suspect Bart will provide a few of those moments when the time comes, and I hope I do too.
I can see it. Can you see it, Bart?
No,
You can't.
not right now.
Come on,
That's way too far out for
No,
Bart.
but
Bart should not think about that
Well,
right
yeah. I'm just talking about you and dealing with people. And get out of my room.
Well, I mean, look. Nobody wants to be invaded.
There will always
Well,
be
the good
another
part
Doug
is you
Shouse.
can say those things at that age and
People brush it
completely
off.
get away with it. I mean, completely get away with
Can
it.
you imagine Bart having a podcast at 86 and completely saying
The
whatever
whole
he
world's
wants?
going to hell in a
the whole-
handbasket.
whatever he wants to say. Totally, kind of like the show, but you just another level.
Yeah.
Just on another level. The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Will we ever see College Game Day on the Arkansas campus again?
Boy, I sure hope so. I would love to come to Arkansas. I think it would be electric. All I'm asking is for you to beat Utah, Georgia, and Texas A&M. That's all.
Piece of cake.
That's all I'm asking.
Piece of cake.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
It's a real talk show host.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hog fan, be a Hog fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Hey, have about 2 Red Bulls in right now and a box of Fruit Loops. It doesn't get any better than today. Y'all have a great day, man. Looking forward to a great season.
It does not get any better than today, baby. Chad Morris, 2 Red Bulls in, box of Fruit Loops. It's football season.
Hey, have about 2 Red Bulls in right now and a box of Fruit Loops. It doesn't get any better than today. Y'all have a great day, man. Looking forward to a great season.
Breakfast of Clemson. I don't know about champions, but the breakfast of Clemson. Let's go. Monday morning.
Clemson's the
Take
one
the under,
place.
under. Hammer the under.
I don't know, Bart.
I'm kind of leaning over
I
after
don't know.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, a couple of Red Bulls. He's playing the hits, man.
Absolutely. Running it back.
Yes.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
excited.
Clemson's the one place where I'm certain he feels at home. I mean, I really do. That's, some people just have kind of their place. And Clemson is the offensive coordinator, seems to be his place.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Let's see if it's good for them.
I hope so.
But good for him.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hey, we're in the throes of it, man. I don't know about you guys. I don't know what kind of weekend you had. And I don't know if you heard, but it was hot.
It was incredibly hot.
It's hot again.
Still hot right
Still
now.
hot.
It's hot as we speak.
At 9 o'clock last night at bedtime, it was 100 degrees.
Yeah, that's hot.
That's too much.
Yeah, it was. I was about to call you and tell you we need some HVAC help. But I woke up this morning and it was fine. I just realized that, it only can work so hard,
It's
too.
got to work hard right now. It really does.
Makes you wonder, like, should I go give the HVAC unit some water? Should I like turn it off, like give it a break, put a tent up, for 5 minutes or something? Because eventually, like, it just can't. You can't go that hard, can you? I mean, you gotta have a water break.
it's not going to be this hot like forever. So I mean, these
I hope not.
These things are built to handle it for a little while. Now, if this were to extend like into the fall or something, I mean, it might become an issue. But.
Here's our head ball coach on the Heat.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to miss being out there in the heat. It gets cooler here in the mornings than I like. But without sounding funny, I think you have to have that, right? Everybody's like, you really are practicing at the hottest time of Fayetteville. Middle of your practice at 4:07. In fact, the other day, like a psychopath, I showed the guys the 5-day forecast, and there was nothing below 101. It was like 101, 100. I was like, guys, by the way, that's exactly right when we were in the middle of practice. I said with a smile on my face, and they're all like, oh, we hate you. But you can't replicate that, right? Because I bet it's going to be pretty hot at 3:30 of our opening game. I bet it's going to be pretty hot, about noon of our third game. I don't know what the weather's going to be like in Salt Lake. Can't replicate that or the altitude here until we go and play on top of the indoor. But I think the more we can get out there, the heat's great. We'll use that indoor in due time.
I don't think I've ever heard a football coach in August say, it's too hot. Or I wish it was cooler. Every single coach out there, and I guess part of it is you have to embrace it because it's inevitable. If you make it a big deal, then your team's going to make it a big deal. But he's kind of got that old school approach to it, it sounds like.
Well, I guess you look at it as a positive. But I will say in years past, they spent a lot of time in the indoor when it was hot. And they would jump outside and they'd go for a while and then they'd come inside. It's always, I think, a challenge for a coach to figure out how hard to make the elements because, think about this. Like I use a lot of golf analogies. Like, think about you're going to go out and try to hit balls on the range and get better, and it's going to be 100 degrees. And it's kind of hard to focus on technique and, getting everything right like you want to versus if it was 72 degrees. So they've got this challenge.
But now it's not AC in the indoor. I think we should point that out. It's not like air conditioned comfort. It's cooler. You don't have the sun on you.
Yeah.
But it's not like air conditioned comfort.
But it's a difference.
There is a difference.
There's a significant difference. And so that's a decision they got to make on, trying to get everything in they're trying to get and guys keeping focus. And if you can get all that, I mean, you're creating, I think, a tougher team in theory. And that we'll see. I mean, I don't know, but they're embracing it.
It depends on what you can get done. If they're able to get things done, that's what you want to be able to do. It doesn't make a lot of sense to say, all right, we're going to fight through it, but everything you do, shows the fact that you're out there and you're just not, you're not quite ready for it. But he's right in terms of what the temperature is likely to be like. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the forecast for Labor Day weekend, but I would imagine it's going to be
high 70s.
Yeah, but we're so far out that when I see it.
I'm just saying that's what the forecast says right now.
But I would imagine it's probably going to be warmer than that.
Well, regardless, you practice and get conditioned in this, you're going to be ready for the season. That would be the thinking, right?
Yes.
That's why you do it.
Yes.
So that's when I have noticed, like, over the weekend, traffic and people getting around and being out, it was down. There was a lot of people staying inside.
Well, there's a part of town that the adults stay in, this time of August, and there's the other part of town that's close to campus where you stay away from if you can. And,
that's right.
Today especially is going to be a day to stay away.
First day of school.
Stay as far away from campus as
University
possible.
of Arkansas. First day is today. It's today of the new year. What kind of college season will it be? Stay at school, play the fight song. Yes.
If you have to go to somewhere on MLK today, don't. Just don't.
Well, you have to, Bart.
If you have to, you have no choice.
Right.
But
if you can avoid it.
If you're just sightseeing, if you're just going over there to sightsee, today's not the day.
Hey, can you run that by me again? Bart, if you have to, don't.
Yeah.
So what do you suggest I do with Lennox after school today?
She can find her way home.
Find a ride. There's plenty of people down there.
Yeah.
Find somebody go in your direction.
Have you bought her a brand new car yet?
Well, she has her permit, but she doesn't have her license yet.
Ah, okay.
So the car's not the issue. It's like being allowed to drive it by
I got
yourself.
you.
Walk down to
By
the
the way-
corner of MLK and School right there, and I'll pick you up there.
I'm
It'll
not
be
sure.
fine.
Yeah, right. Like send her to a different location,
Yeah.
like an Uber driver would. Could you just walk up, like if you've ever left a game
Oh,
and
I
tried to
hate
catch
that.
an Uber?
I hate
would you
that.
mind
You just
walking
walk.
just maybe a half mile? And they're not always wrong because by the time they get to you, you could have been there. And now you're going to sit in the traffic all that other time.
Yeah.
So you might as well walk to that spot. But it is frustrating. And it will be frustrating this afternoon at 4:30, 5 o'clock if you're picking somebody up, with after school at a practice or right after school, because it just is it's that combination of the University of Arkansas and Fayetteville High School in that particular case. But anywhere on campus is going to be a zoo today.
Oh,
But I like Bart's take. Just don't do it.
it would
don't.
really take a lot.
Admit defeat early in the
Yeah.
day. Just
It's like sometimes you just can't make it,
Yeah.
and today's one of those days when I just
Sweetheart,
can't make
Yeah.
it.
I
Sorry.
can't get there today.
Yeah.
Well, why not? Well, traffic.
Yeah.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I can't move.
Sometimes you just can't make it.
But you're on the couch, Dad. Yeah, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
There's no point. I know what's going to happen when I get out there.
I'm out.
I won't be able to move, so I might as well stay right
Can you
here
not ride the bus home?
on the couch.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have bus.
I was gonna
like,
say, do they
after-
still do that?
They do it after school, but I don't know if like she has cheer practice. So I don't know if it's after that,
no,
if the bus is going to stick around for that. By the way, speaking of school and all that, we're going to be at First Security Bank tomorrow.
That's right.
We got drive-by
Donuts,
donuts, free
donut toss.
donuts for you, free
The
donuts
donut
for everyone.
toss.
6:30 to 8. We'll be there from 6 to 9, but 6:30 to 8 is the donut drive-by. Like you just drive through
And we
get your
throw
donuts.
them at you.
That's not true, but
We
we
toss
could.
them to you.
We're
not throw them at.
It's
toss
not-
them to.
Okay,
It's
toss-
going to be
yes.
a handoff situation.
Man,
I
I
don't
really
know.
want to throw some donuts.
I
think
want to
Chuck
do
does
the
too.
underhand toss into the window.
Well,
All right, now they
guys-
got to play along.
You guys will be able to do whatever you want. But I'm just saying, if you want to come by and get donuts,
Chuck
do
and I'll
not
be over there
do
throwing
not
donuts
fear.
on the side.
Do not fear donuts being thrown at
Money
you.
changing hands.
It'll be free donuts.
Gambling on whether or not you can get the donut inside the car window.
Yeah, you guys
while
will-
it's moving.
You guys will be doing your own whatever. I don't
Please,
know, but
no
the rest
wager.
of us will be handing out donuts to the kids.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
yeah. Oh yeah, the kids.
Bart will make it. Bart will steal the show at some point.
No, I won't.
He'll be. We do have a mascot outfit for you, if you don't mind.
Nope. I
to,
sure
to
do
just
mind.
get
You
out
draw
there
the
and
line
dance
there,
around.
don't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Line has been drawn.
I understand that part.
We'll be on Joyce Boulevard. They've got a sign up. People have said
I've seen
to me,
the sign.
People have said to me, "What is this? What's going on with the show at
I
First
had
Security
someone
Bank?"
ask me.
And I said, "Well, did you read the sign?" It's on the sign.
Yeah.
Like what day we're going to be there.
Yeah.
What we're
Drive
doing.
through donuts, 6:30 to 8.
Well, I think they might have been asking why. I mean, why are you
doing
doing
that?
this? You know.
What'd you tell them?
Well, no, I'm not saying anyone asked me that. I'm just saying
What
when
would-
someone says
what would
like,
you
"What's the deal with that?"
What would you tell them? I don't know. That's what they said.
Well, I don't know. That's what they told me we were doing the show there. I don't know.
Brent's in Cersei. It's Monday morning. Look at this. Brent's up. He's raring to go.
He's in
Did he
game
get you
day
up
mode.
early, Brent?
Yeah, I went to bed yesterday at about 6:30 at night.
Really?
Yeah.
I was to ward out from the heat.
Well,
That's
you got a good night's sleep then. You've been up since what, 2?
He went to bed at 6:30 at
Been
night,
up since 12:30.
Oh my God.
as opposed to 6:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Six,
So,
6 hours is plenty of rest, Chuck Barrett.
well, I
You've
understand.
been up since.
but,
You've been up
but
since
what I'm saying
midnight?
is, you've been up since like
Yeah.
half past midnight. At some point
Yeah.
during the daytime hours today, you're going to crash.
I'm going to take a nap. There's no doubt.
Okay. All right. Well, you sounds like you've got it figured out.
What's
That's
for
one
lunch?
thing I do. I plan my day.
Okay.
It's subject to change, but it starts with a plan every day.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I'm just doing the math here. Have you had lunch yet?
Yeah. It's like early afternoon for Brent.
Yeah, I had some steak and potato soup. Yeah,
What, about 3 in the
That
morning?
is lunch.
I had 4 cups of coffee, 2 Diet Cokes, I'm good.
Oh, my God.
I'd send you a Gasano's
nightmare in the
pizza.
bathroom.
We'd send you a
Yes.
Gasano's pizza here for lunch, but they're not
4
open
cups
yet.
of coffee and 2 Diet Cokes.
And some steak and
Hey,
potato
Let's
soup.
get after it, baby.
Hey, Bart, did my eyes deceive me the other day, or did you have on a Lobo hat?
Brent, I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
But
last
you
week,
have a Lobos hat.
Probably. I would say
Yeah.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Bart, you tell your guys that the Chuck and Bo show needs to pay for the two Lobo fans in the state of Arkansas to go to the championship game in Vegas if they win the conference.
Who's the other one?
Me and Bart.
Oh, I didn't know you were a Lobos man, Brent. I didn't know that.
Well, that sounds like a
Oh
private
yeah, my dad.
flight
We
situation.
my dad coached there for 3 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
We loved it.
Oh,
Will they,
all right.
do they remember that? Will they just get you in and sideline passes the whole deal? You and Bart?
I don't know. The championship game's in Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, you might just like shoot for a home game. You know, I don't know if I'd build my trip around them playing in the championship game, but I'll bet they'd get you in for a home game.
No, I meant the conference championship game.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not.
I was lost there
I'm
for a
not
minute.
that delusional that we're going to make the national championship
Okay,
game.
all right. I got you.
I'm a realist, but I wanted to talk about.
We've
I am
never heard
ready
about
for
this
this.
before. Bart spent an entire season, 2 seasons, talking about the Lobos. And here, going into year 3,
Get ready for more.
he's in. Brent is in and on the Lobos wagon with Bart.
We're on the Lobo
Brent's
wagon. That's
reaching
right.
out to Bart. I mean, he really is. You can see it. You can feel it. And Bart needs to reach back. I think you need
God, we're okay. Bart and I are okay.
Are you? All right.
That's good.
I made him walk out the other day. I got him so frustrated, but it's all good in the neighborhood. Chuck, did you go to the scrimmage yesterday?
No, everything's closed right now. Or yesterday was.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you were able to use your all access pass to get in.
No, I had some family in this weekend, and I didn't make it.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, I will see you guys this week coming up, I
knew
hope.
that question was coming. I mean, I knew it was.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Brent.
What's that?
Did you go to the scrimmage yesterday?
Yeah, we're there. There's plenty of football to be seen.
That is right. There's plenty of. Hey, do any of y'all watch on I don't know, TikTok or what? But when AJ McCarron does a spot on there, talking about his and Saban's relationship, it is priceless.
I've heard about that. I've not seen it. No.
It is priceless.
What else have you been doing since 12:35?
Yeah.
Smoking a few heaters, reading the Bible, just not getting my daily devotionals done.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, you're ready to start the day.
There you go. That's
I
fantastic.
was ready to roll.
right.
Wash my clothes. I was ready to roll.
All right.
Hey,
It's a new
Y'all
week.
have a great.
Thanks, Brent.
Y'all have a great week.
All right,
Thank you,
man.
Brent. You
See
too. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
quick out there.
Yeah.
He's working in like 6-hour shifts.
I guess that's
He's
it.
like 6:30, get up at 12:30. It's about time to go back to bed. 6 hours. 6
Yeah.
hours. 6 hours on, 6 hours off. To the Brent way. Chuck and Bo Show, 6:18. It is Monday morning. Reaction Monday. Everything that happened over the weekend. Get in here on the Gasano's Pizza Hotline, just like Brent did. 877-776-9639. He's as awake as any, unless they worked the third shift last night.
What are you talking about?
Oh, he's let's just see where this goes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Still searching for the perfect summer getaway? Mountain Home Arkansas might just be your answer. Wake up in the Ozark Hills. Hit the White River at sunrise. World-class fishing, hiking, trails, kayaking, and when the sun goes down, it's the kind of quiet you forgot existed. 2 lakes, 1 great town. All right here in the Arkansas Ozarks. Check it out at enjoymountainhome.com. Mountain Home Arkansas, where the outdoors is a way of life.
Hey, when it comes to pizza, nobody does it like Gusano's. Chicago style since 2004. Don't miss happy hour, Monday through Friday, 3 to 7. You can get $1 off drafts, wells, and house wine. Plus, their happiest hour from 5 to 6 features $1.50 domestic drafts. And exciting news, a second Fayetteville location is coming in late August, right on the corner of Joyce and College. Gusano's Pizza in Northwest Arkansas, Fort Smith, Texarkana, and Joplin. Warfield American Single Malt Whiskey starts with 100% local Idaho barley, distilled through Scottish copper pot stills, and aged in Idaho's mountain climate, where the elevation and temperature swings create a depth of flavor you won't find anywhere else. Now Arkansas-owned, Warfield is crafting something genuinely different. American Single Malt with real roots and real craft behind it. Find it at select spirits retailers nationwide or visit drinkwarfield.com. For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today.
Just so you know, and we've talked about this from day one on the show, nobody's safe in here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
It seems like everything is more expensive this year, but replacing your AC doesn't have to be. If you need to replace your AC this summer, before you commit, price check with Paschal. You can save money and use the professionals to replace your system. Enjoy the peace of mind knowing you chose the best option for your home. Visit GoPaschal.com and with just a few clicks, see how much you can save with the Paschal Price Check. Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield American Single Malt Whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yuengling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yuengling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
That is absurd to me and anybody who has a brain. Like anybody with any active brain cells at all. like what are you?
I have brain cells, but they're not always active.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I want to dive into the scrimmage a little bit.
Yeah, I was looking at some of that stuff.
All the reports from the University of Arkansas Communications Department. Tons of stats. Looks like KJ Jackson had 3 75-yard drives for scores. A.J. Hill had a 96-yard pass that it looked like Chris Marshall. They were down on their own goal line and had press coverage and threw it over the top. And then Marshall got tackled, down inside the 5-yard line or at the goal line on the other end by McGill Mitchell, who apparently runs 23 miles per hour. That's fast.
That is fast.
And he also had a 63-yard drive. But everybody, continues to talk about the quarterbacks. And it seems like nobody believes Coach Silverfield that they haven't made a decision yet. And everybody thinks that the quarterback's going to be KJ Jackson. But Silverfield is standing firm on, hey, we haven't made a decision yet. And here's what he's saying about the two quarterbacks.
Pretty pleased with it. I think, talking with Coach Krams and Coach Mitch, we both have been saying, we've all been saying the same things about the quarterbacks. They are capable. And it's been really, really intriguing to see. It's, AJ continue to make the easy throw, and then speed up the timing of those things, right? Like, okay, hey, today, I know OG wrote off some of the stats. Like, some of the sacks were just timing stuff. Like, not necessarily always on the line, but 1001, 1002, ball's got to be gone. And KJ, again, making great decisions with the football, right? I don't want to sit here in front of you guys as the media and say it's okay to punt the football, but I'll take a punt over throwing a pick. And so just continue to be better with the decision-making. Hank Hendricks struggled a little bit early today and then showed why he's such a touted young man and what we think about what he's doing moving forward. So that's kind of great to see him make some steps. Obviously, he's young, but the two guys are competing, AJ and KJ, some good things. The decision has not been made. I'm excited to see, okay, hey, now we go to these morning practices, continue to put them in more situations. I always say this, it's easy on a 7-on-7, right, with no clock to sit there and say, okay, wow, man, all these guys are really capable. What's that look like, the situational? So, Trey, it's my job to put them in more 2-minute situations, more run checks. So this next week's going to be really, really heavy on that.
Early in that soundbite, he said, make the easy throw. And sometimes that is the most important thing a quarterback can do. It seems like A.J. Hill may have a little bit of a flair for the dramatic. Every time you read some of the numbers, he's had a big completion. Something will happen and a guy will catch a pass and, A.J. Hill's the guy that threw it. But K.J. Jackson leads him on 3 75-yard drives for scores. And that's the backbone of what you're doing out there. I mean, you've got to put sustained drives together. It doesn't mean that a big play guy, and I'm not saying A.J. Hill's necessarily a big play guy. I'm just saying, you see those numbers and it kind of jumps off the page. There's a spot for a guy like that, but it may not necessarily be as the starting quarterback. Those 75-yard drives, you put 3 or 4 of those together on a Saturday, and you're going to win most of those games.
Yeah, that's what stood out to me.
Yeah.
3 75-yard drives, 96 and a 63-yard drive for A.J. Hill. Bart, what do you think's going on here with the quarterbacks? Here's Chevy Fayetteville Situation Room. We go to quarterback guru Bart Pullman for his thoughts.
I think KJ is going to be the starter, guys.
That's it? That's all you got? All right, back
to
you guys.
I don't know what the real conversation is here. I don't. Of course, KJ Jackson's going to be the starting quarterback. That's as clear as day and always has been. There's never really been, I don't feel like, a competition. KJ is going to be the starter because he gives Arkansas the best chance to win games. Period. Now he's going to have to take a big jump this year, from just in terms of his development. If Arkansas is going to win some games, because you got to have elite quarterback play to be good in this league. Can he be that guy? Can he take care of the football, right? That's the thing, that the biggest criticism that anybody has with Taylon Green, or had with Taylon Green, were the turnover, not just seeing the fields, right? Missing guys, making bad decisions. If KJ can just take care of the ball, not turn the ball over, not fumble a lot, not throw the ball to the other team, then Arkansas is going to take a step forward at the quarterback position. And they're going to be in a better spot at the quarterback position than they have been the past couple of years. And that, in and of itself, is a win.
Well, I don't disagree that KJ likely will be the starting quarterback. I don't think it's as clear as everyone else, like you're saying, seems to say or think that it is. And I think there's a reason why they're doing what they're doing, because A.J. Hill's good enough to actually be quarterback.
Sure.
And
sure.
I think that they're being meticulous about this, and they're putting them in situations, and it's not just about, what makes everybody think that KJ Jackson's just the guy? Like, let me just ask that question real quick. And I'm not in a different camp, but what makes people say
I'll
that?
give you the answer. Why people think it is because they saw him play last year,
why.
and he played well.
That's right.
That's why.
They know very little about A.J. Hill. But if you listen to Silverfield, there's one issue with each of them at least. A.J. holds on to the ball too long, and K.J. makes the throw that'll get you beat. He also makes 5 or 6 throws in a row that are really good, but then he makes one bad decision if you get down there sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes he'll make a bad decision if you get down there after you've put a drive together.
Right.
But to me, it's interesting they're not naming a quarterback, and I don't think it's as far of a gap as people seem to think.
Well, I think part of it too, and I'll give these are a couple of guys that are on this show regularly. I think people trust what Otis has to say. I think people trust what Trey has to say, and both those guys have been pretty absolute in that KJ Jackson is going to be the starting quarterback, and it's really not that close a competition. I think and I'm not saying those two guys know necessarily more than everybody else, even though sometimes I think they do. I think there's a trust factor there. I think that's got a lot to do with it. My feeling on this has always been if K.J. Jackson is not the starting quarterback this year, then there's a problem because this guy's been around a couple of years. Either A.J. Hill is going to be all world or there's a problem. So I tend to think it's going to be K.J. Jackson, but that's just based on, again, just the fact that he's been here. I've watched him, I've been around him a little bit, the way he carries himself. And that's no knock on A.J. Hill. No knock on him at all. I think for both these guys, you've got to hope their best days are in front of them. Maybe sooner rather than later. I mean, that'd be nice too.
I just think it's interesting that they're handling it the way they are, and I wonder why. To me, that's the conversation, right? Like if everybody thinks one thing, and he said, they haven't separated themselves. He said this yesterday.
No, as much as you guys want to write about it and all that stuff, and I'm off social media, so I have no idea what you guys are saying. But no, it makes our job a lot easier if someone separates, but they're both doing some really good things. I do think, you guys are going to say, okay, good, we get you in a press conference next week, you're going to have the answer. A lot more is going to be told, good, better, and different in the next 7 days, right, with the situations we're going to be putting in, understanding, hey, what this looks like. But long-winded answer to your question, no, I don't know who the starting quarterback is, and no one has perceived to move in front of the other.
Is that just sort of semantics, kind of like?
I don't know. I don't know. It's I do feel this though. Whoever does not start
is going to play
in that first ball game has got to feel like they are essentially a co-starter. Because look, we can sit here and talk all we want to about who's the best quarterback and who can do this and who can do that. I mean, you're a play away from the other guy, being your quarterback for the rest of the season. I mean, that's just kind of the reality of football. So whoever is not the one that starts against North Alabama, he's got to feel like that he's still the man. And I think there's a psychological approach to this. And I also, when he says nobody's separated themselves yet, a coach looks for different things.
That's right.
A coach looks for different things than, other people may look for in a guy that's going to lead his team. And so there's always intangibles there that, a head coach may see that others don't. But, if this team's going to be good, the returning guy needs to be the guy. But it's not to say they can't win ball games with the other one either.
Yeah, it just feels like everybody's felt like this. I don't disagree either. I've felt like K.J. Jackson would be the guy. But the way they have it going, I think to have a good camp for both quarterbacks is really smart, and they're both capable. And I think we don't know enough about A.J. Hill. We know a lot more about. I'm talking about people that have been here with K.J. Jackson, but apparently he's done some really good things and continues to. But those are the issues: hanging onto the ball too long, and then the one throw that'll get you beat. And if either one of those, along with, getting the protection set and the run checks, which they said they're going to do a ton of this week, And so by next Monday, do you think we'll know who the starting quarterback is?
I don't know if it'll be announced or not. I think the players will know. Players may know now. Yeah. And I don't mean an announcement's been made. I just mean players know. Feeling. Yeah, the players know. And so, but it would not surprise me at all if we don't have an announcement next week. In fact, I'd be surprised if we did, quite honestly.
6:33, we're brought to you in part by Blakeman's here in Reaction Monday. They're marking your moments, helping you tell your story, helping you make the memories. And they'll get you in there, walk you through a customer experience that you've never had before, whether it's your first time or you're a veteran and know exactly what you want. They want you to leave feeling like it's the best experience you've ever had. They've been helping Arkansas families since 1987. They are the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. At Blakeman's, every day is a diamond day. Good morning. Are we a bunch of idiots or what?
Yes, we are. Yes. Yes, we are. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. There's no better place to watch a game than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Hey guys, are you having a great show today?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. Enjoy Oaklawn's 24/7 smoke-free casino, featuring over 1,500 slots and live table games, from blackjack to roulette, craps, baccarat, and much more. Voted best casino by 2026 Arkansas Times Readers Poll. And enjoy headliner entertainment at the Oaklawn Event Center. Log on to oaklawn.com and get all the details. And the Oaklawn Resort Pool is open all summer. Access granted to hotel and spa guests. Come join the fun at Oaklawn Hot Springs, Arkansas's only casino resort.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Here's Macadoodle's Gilda. Roger Gilda. Learn from Sam Walters.
I took my Walmart experience, and Sam always talked about, if you're going to get in business, you need to be better than the competition. Always be very price competitive, which we have been for 29 years. And the third thing, and most important thing, is have a customer service program that is beyond what the customers expect to get.
Visit Macadoodles just north of the state line in Pineville or at Guess Who in Bentonville.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
I think you will see this team this year play hard, play smart, give themselves a chance to win. I'm not naive, and I don't think there's going to be, they're not going to run the table, and there's probably going to be a game or two in there you lose, you think you ought to win, and hopefully there's some games in there that nobody thinks you're going to win now that you find a way to win. But my sense, from being around these guys, just the minimal amount of time that they've been here and the minimal amount of time I've been around them, we're going to know this team's been coached. I expect to see the turnovers reduced, and I expect to see the penalties go down. And I don't think the secondary is going to get beat quite as bad as maybe the secondary got beat last year. Some of that's contingent upon putting pressure on the quarterback. So I think those areas, even though none of them are like, maybe by themselves aren't enough to, change their fortunes, if all three of those things happen, I do think they're going to be better.
That's what you want in year one of a new regime. You want to feel like that you have taken a step to change things and to fix things and to be competitive in a way that you weren't previously. To me, that's the whole reason you make a change.
Last year was just like so bad.
For so long.
And it went from bad to worse. I mean, and by the end of it, nobody was a hold of the rope.
It was over by like 5 games into the season.
Well, when they lost at Memphis, it was over. And in retrospect. But one thing I do not think you'll see this year, I don't think you'll see this team, as the old saying goes, let go of the rope, which did happen last year. And that I don't think will happen this season. I will be very surprised if that happens. The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Part, with full replays available on YouTube and Twitter, or catch up on all 3 hours with a podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search The Chuck and Bo Show. I can't help myself, Edward. I can't help myself, all right? You want me to say it? I can't help myself around those breakfast cakes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I noticed you didn't go to Little Debbie's over the weekend, or if you did, you didn't bring any in here.
No, that didn't make it to the weekend.
When's the next trip? We all want to know.
No, maybe next week.
Yeah, I think a week on, a week off is smart.
Yeah.
That's not a bad plan.
Yep. We'll be driving past
trip.
there.
Take a field trip.
How Little Debbie turns into Big Debbie.
Big Deborah.
On the Chuck and Bo Show. A real life experiment. It's sort of like the Super Size Me, the McDonald's documentary where the guy went in there
in peace.
Had to eat all the McDonald's every time. Well, that nearly killed him, like doing that. But
I'm not sure what
he didn't pass away till later. I don't remember either. But I remember watching that. And every time he went in there and they asked him if he would like to supersize it, he had to do it. And he was eating McDonald's like 3 times a day.
Supersized every time?
Every time.
Wow.
And
did he become supersized?
He became in not a good health state.
Yeah. And he's
so Little Debbie's 1 week on,
dead now?
1 week off, but it wasn't from that.
I got
but
you.
he nearly, I think he had to go to the hospital.
It probably didn't help. I mean, it didn't help.
He had to go. He had to go. I think he had to go to the hospital at one point in there. But anyhow, then maybe just next week you could bring that in. What do you have for breakfast? How do you get your day started, especially if you're getting up, early? This time, do you take time? Do you have eggs and bacon for breakfast? Or for more likely, it's something on the go like Chad.
Hey, I've about 2 Red Bulls in right now and a box of Fruit Loops. It doesn't get any better than today. Y'all have a great day, man. Looking forward to a great season.
Maybe a little protein in there to go with a couple Red Bulls and some Fruit Loops. But how do you get your day started most days? We're taking your routine this morning. That's Chad Morris's routine.
What was Brent's?
Brent shared this morning. He had 4 cups of coffee, 2 Diet Cokes, steak and potato soup, and a series of cigarettes.
But he got up in the middle of the night.
This all has happened between the hours of 12:30 and 6 a.m.
Yeah,
he fell asleep early.
He fell asleep at 6:30.
Yep.
And got up 6 hours later, and that was the bender he went on.
Yes, that was his lunch.
Yes. And so that, to me, that's not like. I mean, which would you rather have? Would you rather have all that, or would you rather have 2 Red Bulls if you had to pick?
Oh, I'm going with
and some Fruit Loops.
Chad's choice there.
Good box of Fruit Loops.
I don't think I could stomach what Brent did to himself this morning.
Well, don't sound so judgy.
Wow.
I mean, holy cow, man.
Cigarettes.
Are you like a saint or what?
No, I'm saying that I would be physically ill if I did that.
What's breakfast look like
4
for you?
cups of coffee and steak and potato stew. Forget the Diet Coke and cigarettes.
But it's been 6 hours. I mean, it's been 6 hours.
Well, then he's
what do you
probably
do?
been on the toilet a couple times.
Oh, wow. Thank you for that. That is a natural thing.
Yeah.
That's called having a meeting. So he was up 6 hours.
Yes.
I get that. What would, like, if you weren't doing the show and you got up for breakfast, what would you be doing on a weekday before you go into your duties of the day? What would be an average?
Yeah, what
thing for you?
What
Well,
healthy
like on the
habit? do
like
you
on the
have in
weekend,
morning?
I'll do like a frozen waffle or something.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
frozen waffle, coffee.
Bart, frozen waffle,
Maybe
and
some
coffee.
toast.
Lego my Eggo my Lego, whatever it is.
I mean, I'm gonna fix a breakfast.
Yeah, but that's on the weekend, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
what about Monday through Friday?
Well, usually we have breakfast here.
I'm saying if you weren't.
And
there
by the
were
way,
times when you weren't doing
it's
this.
getting
It's
about
on
that
the top.
time.
Yeah. Like a Cliff Bar or something.
At the house, you have a Cliff Bar.
Not a big weekday breakfast person. Cliff Bar.
Not when I'm like if I was waking at normal hours.
Well, now, do you have a Cliff Bar and the breakfast that we have here?
No.
Oh.
No, that's if we weren't doing
okay.
the show
I
and
got
I
you.
was just
I
at,
got you.
at the
I got
house.
you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
A monster.
Maybe a banana. A Cliff Bar and a banana.
Kyle in Hinesville, a monster, an orange, and a Bible verse.
Didn't know you could.
There you go.
Yeah.
A monster, an orange, Bible verse.
3 monsters.
There you go. 3 monsters. I'm
Good
sorry.
Lord.
3 monsters.
Oh,
wow, that'll get your heart going.
Yeah.
How about Rise coffee, Chuck, and a kale smoothie? How about some Rise coffee and a kale smoothie? That'll
gonna
get
pass
you
on
going.
that.
That'll get your
I,
stomach working like Brent's.
I had some coffee this morning, though. I do have coffee right out of the gate.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
like right out
well,
of the gate.
it's a kind of a.
I wait till I get here.
Do you really?
I wait
Oh,
till the
there's
show
no way I could
is
do
about
it.
to start.
Well, then you don't even need it.
Yeah, then yeah.
You're good.
You're just trying to
You
fit
just need
in.
to drink
no,
water.
well, no,
You're
it's
just trying
about
to fit in,
at about
Bart.
7 o'clock or so.
You
I
don't
would-
even
I would
don't
crater.
don't start smoking just because you're doing a morning show.
That's right.
Lane's in Cave City on the Gasano's Pizza Hotline. Lane, good morning.
Good morning, guys. I hope y'all's doing okay this morning.
We're hanging in there. Hope you are too.
Yes, sir. Hey, Mr. Chuck, I think you're the only other Cardinals fan that works there, but what about Baez this weekend?
Wasn't that something
Did you
else?
watch it?
Unbelievable. You want to hear it?
I happened to be watching Saturday. That was great. Yeah, let's hear it.
Let's
3 in a row.
Let's play it. Real
First
quick.
3 at bat.
Yeah.
Swing, drive, well hit right. Suzuki back. It is gone. It is gone. It is gone. 3 homers for Baez. Major League history at Wrigley Field.
Set the scene, would you? You're the
That's
Cardinals
crazy.
guy.
Well, the first pitch he saw as a big leaguer, it was the 3rd longest home run hit this season at Wrigley. That was the first pitch that he saw as a big leaguer. Second at bat, he took a 3-2 to left and had a really good at bat. He was 0-2, got back to 3-2 and hit a home run. And then the third one, he goes opposite field. And he looked like Pujols doing it. And only guy in the history of baseball to homer in his first 3 at bats.
That's incredible. Can you
And that
imagine?
third
Called up the
down at
that was a really good piece. Really did. I mean, he did. He looked like Pujols. I mean, he just really did.
Yes, sir. But knowing that's something kind of, and things ain't quite picked up on the Arkansas side yet, but we're 3.5 games out. I know it's still a long shot, but we're still in that race of making it. I mean, what y'all's thoughts on how the Major League Baseball, as we're getting closer and closer to October, how y'all think things are going to play out, and do you think the Cardinals can make it? I'll let y'all go, and
Thanks,
y'all have
Lane.
a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
I really don't think the Cardinals will make the playoffs. If they do, I don't think they're going to last very long. I don't really think they're a playoff team, but they might be. Dodgers are the team to beat. Phillies, better watch out for them down the stretch. And on the other side, I'd say either Tampa Bay, the Yankees, or Houston.
And that's this week in baseball.
That's right.
With Chuck
How
Barrett.
about that?
6:48. Good morning. I don't mean to sound like a moron, but I can't help myself sometimes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, empowered by Teamwork.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com. Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yuengling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yuengling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
TG Yuengling and Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
Bigger is always better. Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer. Pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance for fun. Cool off after work. Relax or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages are under $40,000. I want a Burton Pools and Spas for live convenience or visit Burton.com. Burton Pools and Spas. Water for a better life.
Football game days on the Hill this fall as Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2020 home matchups line the 7-game split, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th. The home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th. And a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300. Available now at Arkansas Razorbacks.
Life is better with from First Security, where personal can difference every day. Families get their names, know their needs, and love to help. Work with responsive lenders, local decisions that help build success, and can thrive with First Security, because it's rooted here too. Choose the power of First Security. First Security, bank better. .com member FDIC.
Well, you know, I've got a lot of people in that people realize.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I love our weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mount Home. The goal, the hospital, the hospitality, and the events, they always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. This facilities, food, beverages, a snack and beverage bar, tennis and football courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing initiation fee. And for out-of-towners, it's only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home.
High school athletics at if you aren't following Varsity Vibe, we're your go-to sources for the latest on what's happening around the state, and showcasing teams that bring the action to life. For highlight scores and all access interviews, keeping you up to date with our newsletter twice and our weekly podcast. Subscribe now, VibeArkansas.com. Follow us from Facebook, and TikTok, and make sure Varsity Vibe Arkansas. We've got it.
Man, I love Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The hospitality, and the events always hit the mark. Members enjoy state-of-the-art practice facilities, dinings, a big pool with a snack and as well as tennis courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out of membership is only $185. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home, away from home.
For over For over 20 years, ProLand been making title insurance easy for families. Founded right over 45 statewide, our team of title insurance veterans alongside you every step of. They're independently owned. See, their ownerity is you. Title can say yes when others can't. Cheers. Close with a pro. Visit title.com today. In this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every morning from 6 to 9 on live or Twitter. Podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. What would you tell a new Razorback transfer that could affect this season?
That this program has been terrible for years now. And
The Chuck and Bo Show.
On Friday. Went down there and get paid the parking ticket. They said I had three. To 1998.
Come on.
No.
I'm just making it up.
Now he flipped the screen around and showed me the whole thing. The guy, I was there 15 minutes. I was the only one there, and I was.
But you got late fees.
I don't think they know. Why are the other longer needing to be paid? But there were three of them. There was 1998, one in 2001, another one in 2001, and I had to pay one of them. That was in 2001. I didn't even remember what lot it was in. Where it was tonight. It was
25 years crying out loud. These kids weren't even born.
Well, one of them was 28 years old.
Yeah, one of them was like 3 years old when it happened.
I brought Edward down there and said, "This is the ticket right here. He is the 8-year-old Edward. The ticket. 26. And not even the ticket. This guy was -1. He's a cornerstone of the community. It's 6:55. Look what could happen in this morning.
It seems like everything is more this year, but replacing your AC doesn't have to be. To replace your AC this summer, before you commit, price check with Paschal. You can save money and use those to replace your system. Enjoy the peace of mind knowing you chose the best home. Visit GoPaschal.com and with just a few, how much you can save with the Paschal price check. Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. To do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question, the work that they're able to do with them in the sun. It used to be you couldn't stand on a hill a mile away and watch them practice if you're a coach. And now you get like 2 hours a week on-field work, which I think they broke up into like 14 OTAs over the summer. And you get 2 hours of film study with them, in addition to, the time that the strength staff gets to spend with them. So you do have a lot of carryover from spring, summer, and into fall camp. And so, yeah, it does feel like they hit the ground running. I have to be careful sometimes, guys, because when I say, I think they'll be good at this spot. I think they'll be good here. Sometimes when I say that, I just mean I think they'll be average. I love football, and I get excited like anybody else. I mean, I'm probably, depending on how things go, going to be somewhere around 4 wins, give or take. Maybe I go up to 5 if I really like what I see. Maybe I drop it down to 3. But when I say stuff like, I always have to be careful with that because I get excited. But when I say something's going to be good, sometimes I just mean they're going to be average. And I think that they have a roster that is good enough. If they can do those things, penalties, turnovers, special teams, if they can do those things and they have a quarterback that is at least competent, that doesn't just kill them, that they could get to a bowl game. People look at the schedule and say, well, this is the most brutal thing ever, and there's no way that they're going to be. Teams do that kind of stuff. There's things that happen. You look at a team that is what they are right now, what they're projected. You don't know what's going to happen to Auburn. You seen the slate Auburn has before they play Arkansas. Who knows? Shane Beamer could be on the hottest of hot seats. He could be out of there by the time Arkansas plays them, and that's in Fayetteville. There are things that could unfold throughout the course of the season that you just don't expect.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Man, when I got home from work, you wouldn't believe it. My wife said, I heard you call the show this morning. So whoever that is, I imagine it's a co-worker of hers. If you happen to be listening right now, let's just keep this between us,
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking. No, you're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
He's a real talk show host.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Good morning. Monday morning. Reaction Monday. First day of college today. University of Arkansas campus.
Everybody's back in school now.
It'll be a buzz.
Traffic.
High school, college.
Traffic.
We're off run. So they had a pep rally the other night.
Yeah.
At Razorback Stadium. Had a 130-play scrimmage yesterday. They stayed in a hotel. They wanted to simulate a game. They stayed in a hotel and then came to Razorback Stadium, played a 130-play scrimmage. Quarterbacks are still battling, according to Ryan Silverfield. KJ Jackson had 3 touchdown drives of 75 yards. A.J. Hill had a 96-yard drive, a 63-yard drive. Hank Hendricks came in late and had a couple touchdown drives. Too many explosive plays, according to Coach Silverfield. There was a 96-yard reception from Chris Marshall. Field goals, 4 of 8 from inside 50 yards, but the projected starter, Max Gilbert, was 3 of 4 inside 50 yards. The bad news, Ryan Silverfield announcing versatile tight end Maddox Lassiter is hurt.
Maddox Lassiter, unfortunately, is out for the season. He had a surgery, an upper body injury. So Maddox has been absolutely phenomenal. The young man that we actually thought was going to have a very, very significant role for us was playing at an extremely high level. And it's just a tough young man that unfortunately got hurt during a practice. He had surgery. He's out for the remainder of the year.
Tennessee lost their starting safety. Yeah. South Carolina's lost a couple of receivers. This is what you're hoping doesn't happen to anybody in the preseason.
It's one of the hazards of preseason camp. I hate that for Maddox Lassiter. You know, he really is. I mean, he's a football player. I mean, he's a tight end. He's an H-back. He's a fullback if you line up in the eye. He's a lead blocker. He can do a lot of things, and that's a more significant loss than you might think.
Tailback Sutton Smith has been dealing with a lower leg issue and has been held out of recent work, though he has been rehabbing on the sideline, and Silverfield's confident that he'll be ready to go when we hit the season. Arkansas sophomore basketball guard Isaiah Seeley arrested early Friday morning on suspicion of criminal trespassing, obstructing governmental operations, minor in possession of alcohol, and possession of controlled substance, according to a detainee information report from the Washington County Sheriff's Office. Apparently, this comes down to underage being in a bar on Dixon Street with things you're not supposed to have.
I think he was asked for his, according to the account that I read, he was asked for his ID, and I think there was some issue there.
That's the governmental obstruction or whatever.
Yeah, apparently.
So this is pretty unusual for John Calipari. Doesn't happen with his players. And you know, when a guy gets hurt, you got more free time on your hands, and you know, hope Isaiah can get this figured out for his future.
Isaiah's a good basketball player. And, you hope that this stuff gets taken care of because otherwise he's not going to be as good as he could be. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't know what happened. It doesn't sound good, but
it's not good.
I hope it works out for him.
ESPN has the Razorback basketball team third in the SEC and says the Hog ceiling is winning a national championship. That's good ceiling.
Yeah, and you know, I think there are probably – you know, there obviously are multiple teams in the SEC that you can look at and say the ceiling's the national championship. If they're picked third in the league and the ceiling's the national title, then, you know, they're not the only one who has that ceiling. So, I mean, I think I keep going back, and you mentioned this last week when I talk to people, and they'll say, hey, did you see him in the Bahamas? Well, yeah, I saw him. What'd you think? Well, we didn't see Mika Murinen. I mean, we've not seen him yet. So let's see the full show when the time comes. But they sure look good so far.
SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey sent a memo to the league schools last week urging them to follow current NCAA rules when it comes to athlete eligibility in the wake of a series of court rulings. I think what's going on here is he's like, listen, it's been the wild, wild west. You need to follow the rules that are being laid out here. Because it could be bad if you don't.
Texas, I saw, has an offensive lineman that's come back for that, you know, year that's been, you know, that was reinstated.
For 2022
for
players.
The 20. He'd gone to minicamp. I think he'd gone to a couple of NFL teams' camps and got cut both times. So, not a superstar, but a guy coming back. And I thought about that when I saw that from Sankey. I'm not really sure exactly who he had in mind when he said that, if he had anyone in mind particularly.
Continuing with the headlines, Ohio State is shifting its Senior Day celebration from its traditional spot in the home finale all the way to the season opener. Ryan Day saying he wants no distractions going into the week of the Michigan game.
It's an important game.
So we're gonna take Senior Day, and we're gonna move it up to the beginning of the season. What do you think of that? What do you think of Senior Day being?
It's odd.
The beginning of the season.
It's odd. The thing that I wondered about is that Ryan Day just making that decision, or did the seniors say, "Hey, we want to get this out of the way. I mean, we don't care about that when we're getting ready to play Michigan. Let's just do it now." I don't know, where it came from, but it's unusual. I see the logic in it.
Yeah, does it really matter?
Yeah, I mean, no. In the grand scheme of things, no, it does not matter.
Cal didn't have a Senior Day last year at the end of the season. Remember, he said the guys had said, "Hey, let's not do this."
I think that's something you let your team decide. With the portal now, it's almost like when a guy goes into the Hall of Fame and he's played for multiple teams, he's like, well, which hat's he going to wear? Which uniform's he going to wear? Sometimes with college, it's like, well, which senior, which Senior Day is he going to take part in? Which school gets senior night from this guy? And a lot of these basketball players and football players too, I mean, by the time they run out of eligibility, they've already graduated from somewhere else.
It's like we've always just done it this way, so let's just do it this way.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do it a different way. Future Hall of Fame pass rusher Von Miller's coming home to Chuck's Dallas Cowboys, America's team.
It's 15 years. I mean, it's like his 15th year in the league.
Can he still play?
Somebody else got his best years. I don't know if he can play or not. I mean, he had nine and a half sacks, I guess, last year. Is that right? Yeah, I mean, he's okay.
For the Commanders.
He's not as good as he's been. I mean, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. And I don't think he really plays at that level anymore, but, I mean, he's not going to hurt him.
You glad to have him?
Well, I mean, I can't say it's not the greatest thing, I've ever heard.
You're not that excited.
Hey, somebody just texted in that Caleb Wooten's back with Arkansas.
Yes,
too.
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, one of those 22 situations.
Caleb's a pretty good player.
Yeah, that's a good get.
So it sounds like nobody's listening to what Greg Sankey said.
Well, but now this may fall within the.
I'm making.
I don't know,
but
no, you're right. I mean,
it's court ruling.
Yeah, there's a court ruling.
Right, but it's not current NCAA rule.
Yeah, it's not a current NCAA rule, and so I don't know. I mean,
so is that what he meant? Don't listen to the court rulings.
I think that's what he meant. Yeah, because those court rulings can get overturned by a higher court at any given time, and then all of a sudden, all those guys are ineligible.
I honestly don't know what it all means. I just.
What do you mean, Greg? What do you mean?
Well, like what Bart's talking about. What if you play these guys and then it's overturned later on?
You've technically broken NCAA rules.
And I don't know that that's even something that could happen. I mean, I don't know that it couldn't, but I don't know. I watch it, and many times I say, well, what do you think that means? And I just don't know.
Did you see Scotty Scheffler's performance yesterday, the St. Jude Classic?
It was pretty dominant.
Memphis.
Pretty dominant.
110
I watched every minute.
Heat index. I watched quite a bit of it. Scotty, 4 under 68, 8-shot victory. In the first round.
What's the deal, Bart, with it not being part of the playoffs anymore? What's the deal on that?
It is this year and next year, and then the PGA Tour is transitioning to a whole new setup and everything, and nobody really knows what it's going to look like. But if there is some sort of playoff situation, it appears that the FedEx St. Jude Championship will not be a part of it. It also appears that FedEx is probably dropping its sponsorship of the tour.
Really?
Is kind of what it looks like, which would obviously, or the tour has gone out and gotten another sponsor, and FedEx said we're not doing this anymore.
Well, it seemed like FedEx had a touching moment on the broadcast yesterday. They interviewed the CEO. It seemed like all was well.
Well, that tournament means a lot to Memphis and means a lot to St. Jude. Raises a lot of money and awareness for St. Jude. It's always been, about more than just the golf tournament with this particular event. And so kind of seeing it relegated on the schedule, if that's indeed what happens, doesn't sit right with me at all.
The players, the players had something to do with this, from what I read.
Yeah, certainly. And I saw some people talking about it yesterday after the fact, and they were talking about how guys don't like going to Memphis in the summer and playing that golf course. And one of the guys was like, I think it was No Laying Up. He was like, yeah, the thing about it is, though, like, that golf course, while it's not like the greatest golf course in the world or even super interesting, it is a tough test of golf, and these guys don't like playing tough golf courses. They just don't. They don't like being tested. They don't like being challenged. They like to go, play on these birdie fest courses, and so of course they don't. Of course they don't like it.
Reach for comment. LeBron said it's just because they don't like Memphis, just like me.
Did you see where
I made that up?
Where
But that's
no,
what
there are some players who basically said, "Here's the thing about that tournament," and you know this, Bart. It's out in East Memphis. And there's
I mean, it's practically Cordova,
right? There's nothing Memphis about it. It's not Beale Street. It's not the Peabody. It's not the river. You see shots of that while the golf tournament's on, but if you know Memphis, you know that as the crow flies,
it's a half hour almost.
That's 20 miles away.
Yeah.
And you're out there in East Memphis, and there's just not an abundance of places to stay and eat and all that stuff like the players like.
Did you guys see where LeBron is trying to copy me with his YouTube golf excursions?
No.
Did you see that?
He's copying you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stealing my idea.
Have you sent him a cease and
Breaking
desist?
LeBron?
Yeah, I will be. Yeah.
Do they have one called Breaking LeBron?
I'm sure there will
Bart,
be.
are you the first person to ever do that on YouTube?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
First one. Yeah.
Well, that's proprietary.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's
should
right.
protect
There's some
that.
guy named Bryson that might have cornered the market ahead of us.
And anyway, what I was going to say is I love watching that golf tournament because it's the only tournament on tour, majors included, where I can say that I've played the golf course, and so I sit there, I sit there watching him, and I'm like, man. Okay. I know that shot. Oh, that's probably not where you want to be. Yeah.
I didn't use that club there.
I'd say that on any course anywhere.
He's hitting an 8-iron. I had a 3-wood, if I remember right.
So you got your Grind City hat on today. You really are feeling the Memphis vibes from the non-Memphis tournament that's 20 miles away.
Yeah, Cordova.
Yeah. And thank you for letting us know why you're really upset about it. It's because that's your course. That's the golf course that you've played. But Scotty was unbelievable yesterday.
He really was.
He had a
gearing
hole,
up right now.
early in the round on a par 5 where his third shot was a greenside bunker, and he hit it up, just landed on the edge of the green, and it was a perfect shot except it landed on a sprinkler head and took a bounce and rolled all the way through the green, which it would not have done if it hadn't hit the sprinkler head, and went in the water on the other side. And he got up and down for bogey, and at that point he had a 1-shot lead, and then he just, kept his focus, kept playing, and shot 4 under and won by 8. I'm interested in the format of the playoff. What made yesterday somewhat interesting is the guys who were trying to get into the top 50 to play in the next tournament in Atlanta. And explain how the rest of the FedEx playoff goes.
They changed the system, and it actually resulted in a lot less drama yesterday than there typically would be. In the past, the individual playoff events have been worth more points, more FedEx Cup points, and so there's been a greater variation or a greater chance for big swings, and guys fighting to make it into the next week. This year, there's only like one guy, I think, who managed to play his way into next week just because the points aren't available. So it goes down to the top 50 next week at the BMW Championship, which is at Bellerive in St. Louis. And then it'll go to the top 30 for the Tour Championship at East Lake in Atlanta.
Yeah, if you're a golf fan and you're up for a road trip, the BMW's in St. Louis, as you said. It was in Maryland last year, but it's in St. Louis this year.
Bellerive's a great
yeah, it's I know a lot of people in the northern part of the state that are I say a lot. I know a few that are planning to go.
Do they have one in Atlanta too? In this,
yes,
that's
once
what I
you
was saying.
get past
That's
that,
what I was saying.
yes.
The Tour Championship.
Yeah,
top
once you
30
get past St.
is at
Louis,
East
you
Lake.
end up in Atlanta, I believe.
East Lake.
Yeah,
yeah, exciting. One other note in the headlines: Tommy John passed away.
I saw that.
The revolutionary elbow surgery. Tommy John, 1974. Was that when he had the surgery?
Yeah,
the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Frank Job.
Yeah. He,
Shockingly,
passed
not in the
away
Hall
at
of
83.
Fame. Tommy John.
He'll be inducted posthumously.
Yeah,
at least for the at least for the.
And Joe Dean Jr. died.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I don't know.
I just saw the news.
I don't know what
former basketball commentator.
A little string music.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely. Back in the days, man.
Yeah,
he was
Raycom,
synonymous
Jefferson Pilot,
with the SEC. Hey, it's breakfast time. I don't know what you're having for breakfast, but
Hey, I've about 2 Red Bulls in right now and a box of Fruit Loops. It doesn't get any better than today. Y'all have a great day, man. Looking forward to a great season.
That's what Chad Morris is having for breakfast. What are you having for breakfast? ProLand Title brings the breakfast fun to the Chuck and Bo Show, where you cheer for the pigs and close with the pros. Arkansas natives, they've got offices, 45 of them here in Arkansas, independently owned. That means they put you first, and they can say yes to transactions a lot of others may not be able to because of their relationships with a huge range of national underwriters. ProLand Title, ProLandTitle.com. It is 7:19 on a Monday. Good morning.
Let's just be frank. There's been some football games the last few years that have driven people to drinking.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Blakeman's isn't just where Arkansas gets engaged. It's where you go to have a wonderful experience.
Every touch point matters, and I think what we show off best is Cafe B. It's Onyx Coffee by Blakeman's. Cafe B, we're offering the best coffee in the country, complimentary. I feel so fortunate to be able to go to work there every day. Big windows, the open lighting, the warm environment, and again, the cafe. It's the best.
Blakeman's, where every day is a diamond.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life. He's Chuck Barrett.
He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
The 1910 Club is taking tailgating to another level. It's on Oliver Street, just steps from Razorback Stadium. And every spot comes with Wi-Fi, power hookups, real bathrooms, and a club crew handling all the details so you don't have to. And if you're not ready for a full season, single game spots are available for nearly every home game. Pick your exact spot on the interactive map at the1910club.com. That's the1910club.com. Get in the club and tailgate like you mean it.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. I've learned so much just off the air today, listening to Bart and Edward and Riley. I'm really out of touch. I mean, I really am.
With what?
With everything.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Things we got to continue to take care of the football better and tackle better. The tackling today, the first full-blown scrimmage, guys getting tired. It's different. Hey, play a rack of 4, go to the sideline, get a shot of Gatorade, come back out 4 minutes later. Man, all of a sudden, those drives occur. Where's the technique and fundamentals? I think that's what allows for the explosive plays on the bigger plays that showed up today. I think we're in good shape, but obviously you can only get that measurement in an actual scrimmage.
I wondered about that in terms of the explosive plays. If you're an offensive guy, you love it. If you're a defensive guy, you hate it. But I did wonder about the role that the Heat played in that. I mean, when you go 130 plays and it's like 100 degrees plus, you're probably going to get tired and give up some plays at the end.
They're shifting to mornings this week.
Yeah.
They've gone through the camp part, and now they're in the class schedule / you also practice. Silverfield pointed out also yesterday, like, they can't let up. They've got too far to go, and they still need to be in camp mode, even though they've got to do some of these other things. But from a Heat perspective, it'll take it off of them a little bit this week. But they did get through the grind of Heat, and they did it, and what kind of impact it'll have, we'll see. What do you think about, we can just, if you want to weigh in here, or what your questions might be coming out of camp so far, 877-377-6963, of what you're hearing coming out of camp. You know, the different coaches that have talked, and Silverfield speaking again yesterday. What are your thoughts? What are your questions? What are your reactions to football practice so far? So today is August 17th. So 24th is next Monday, and the 30th, and then we got? A little over 3 weeks to a game.
What do we got? 13.
No, it'll be
a
2
little less than 3 weeks.
Yeah, it'll be
less
2
than
weeks
3
on
weeks.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks from this coming Saturday. It's 3 weeks
Thanks
from
for the
past
calendar
this
help.
past
I always
Saturday.
need calendar help. So that's game week, the week of the 31st.
Yeah, next Monday won't be game week, but the Monday after that will be.
So you got 2 full weeks, and then the 31st will be game week.
Yeah. It's an odd schedule, and I understand why he says that. You've still got to be in camp mode. Now there's going to be the reality of the real world that today and tomorrow, these next couple of days are going to be, when school begins. It is different. You got business to take care of that may or may not have anything to do with football today and tomorrow, but I'm sure they've been well instructed to get that taken care of. They probably got people to assist them in getting it taken care of, and they are very much in football mode right now. And I don't think that's going to change this week.
How many parking tickets do you think there'll be today on campus?
So many.
Day one of school.
So many.
Well, evidently they'll remember 25 years from now.
At least.
So
they will be out.
Oh yeah,
on the prowl.
Nuts.
It's like the Super Bowl for the parking and transportation.
Super Bowl
department.
Sunday.
Yeah.
They had a big meeting over there this morning. Probably having it right now.
Pep talk.
Yeah.
Get
I was
everybody
so
fired up.
disappointed when I paid my 25-year-old ticket on Friday that I got just a basic printout receipt with nothing else on it. Like, I wanted the crusty paper that it came on. I wanted to frame it.
Well, the
They
printout
got
said, "Have a
nothing.
nice day."
At the very
that was
end,
a beautiful touch.
It says, "Have a nice day."
Yeah.
Yes.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Have a great Razorback.
Yeah.
That's right.
Have a great Razorback day. So yeah, I would like to know. I think at this point, I don't know about y'all, but I'm invested now. And
I want to see the
like
ticket.
updates.
I want proof.
I would like to have the ticket. I'd like to have the original ticket.
Because I don't believe it.
And-
I still don't believe it.
And you can put anything in a computer.
Right. I think you've been scammed out of $50.
Here's what I don't understand. You said you had old tickets, a couple of other old tickets as well, but they said don't even worry about that. But now this one.
Yeah, it said
this
right on
one,
there. They flipped the screen around and showed me, and I was reading the notes, and it said on there that failed attempt to collect, consider write-off. So they had written a couple of them off.
Oh, this was a last-ditch effort.
But I don't know why they chose on this one to be like on me.
$50 is $50,
And
man. Greed.
Corporate greed.
What do you think it really was? You think they were $50 short of a quota, or I was one of a few? Did anybody else get hit up for the 25-year silver anniversary of a ticket?
You may be entitled to compensation.
I think they should give you your money
I think
back.
you were personally victimized by them.
I mean, I think it's a scam. I think
selective enforcement.
Yeah, I think it's a scam.
At
Shambolic.
minimum,
I think you have grounds for a lawsuit.
Shambolic.
At minimum, it's odd.
Yeah.
And
Class action.
It was weird, but I got it taken care of. But today, I think I would like to know. I wish we could read it in the paper or something. Excuse me, like a running tab of like how many tickets they had today.
How much are those going for now? How much is a parking ticket running you?
Well, I think it's
I have no idea.
It's more than $50.
I think a basic one is $50. I don't know.
I'm gonna try to find
I think it's more than that. They send those
You think
things
we should
home.
have somebody
They
on?
send them home.
No, I don't think we
You
should.
think we should have somebody
on?
on?
No.
From the parking department?
Why not?
I think we should. I don't know if we could ever get them, but I think for them to come on and just sort of explain the honor and the role they play in the service they
Come on, man.
provide. No, really. Like I think I always believe like sometimes we just need to understand the other side of the story.
The Transit and Parking Department partners with the Associated Student Government and the Volunteer Action Center on campus to offer the Work It Off program for students. Once per academic year, any student can receive up to $75 off a citation after completing 3 hours of community service.
But I couldn't.
You didn't get that opportunity.
$75 off.
Yeah.
That means it's
qualified.
more than
What if I'd taken it? What if I had enrolled in a class this year so I could work off the $50 ticket? We missed an opportunity. They didn't. Nobody brought that up.
Yeah, we could.
They didn't bring that up. That would have been an opportunity.
Yeah, we could have built a nice
Bo
bed
goes
around
to school.
Bo goes.
I go to school. That'd be fantastic. More Silverfield coming up. A lot of
Sit in the
comments
front row.
coming on. How many athletes do you think get a ticket today?
A lot. And then those all get disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that's harder than you
It's
think.
not as simple as you
It's
think.
not.
To get
This
a
is
ticket
this
fixed.
is like a
I'm not saying they
separate
don't.
deal. It's a separate
see.
deal. Do we have somebody from the parking department on?
We do. We have Billy Joe, his fake name from
Billy
the parking
Joe.
department.
All right,
He
here
wants
we
to talk.
go.
He doesn't want to give his real name.
Okay, Billy Joe. Good morning. Actually, can you hang on, Billy Joe? Because this I don't want to short this, and we need to hit a break. Can you hang on a second?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We'll come right back, and we'll go to the parking.
The parking
Insider.
guy. The parking guy.
Yeah, the parking guy, the insider. When we come back on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
We got wackos, people. There are wackos everywhere. There are wackos everywhere.
I call them our bae. I mean, you call them wackos if you want.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You got it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We're just kind of wading through it, figuring it out with you this morning.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Are you a real estate agent looking for more than just a place to hang your license? Then it's time to discover the difference at Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. At Weichert, you'll find industry-leading training, powerful marketing tools, hands-on support, and a team that's invested in your success. Whether you're a brand new agent or a seasoned professional, Weichert gives you the resources you need to grow your business and reach your goals. Ready to learn more? Text CAREER to 479-306-6139. Your next chapter starts here.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
I think you will see this team this year play hard, play smart, give themselves a chance to win. I'm not naive, and I don't think there's going to be, they're not going to run the table, and there's probably going to be a game or two in there you lose, you think you ought to win, and hopefully there's some games in there that nobody thinks you're going to win now that you find a way to win. But my sense, from being around these guys, just the minimal amount of time that they've been here and the minimal amount of time I've been around them, we're going to know this team's been coached. I expect to see the turnovers reduced, and I expect to see the penalties go down. And I don't think the secondary is going to get beat quite as bad as maybe the secondary got beat last year. Some of that's contingent upon putting pressure on the quarterback. So I think those areas, even though none of them are like, maybe by themselves aren't enough to, change their fortunes, if all three of those things happen, I do think they're going to be better.
That's what you want in year one of a new regime. You want to feel like that you have taken a step to change things and to fix things and to be competitive in a way that you weren't previously. To me, that's the whole reason you make a change.
Last year was just so bad.
For so long.
And it went from bad to worse. I mean,
just like
and by the end of it, nobody was a hold of the rope.
It was over by 4 games, 5 games into the season.
Well, when they lost at Memphis, it was over. And in retrospect. But one thing I do not think you'll see this year, I don't think you'll see this team, as the old saying goes, let go of the rope. Which did happen last year. And that I don't think will happen this season. I will be very surprised if that happens. The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park, with full replays available on YouTube and Twitter, or catch up on all 3 hours with a podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search the Chuck and Bo Show. It is, when you stop and think about it, we poke holes in it, but I mean, it is amazing what is out there in terms of artificial intelligence, but yet, every time I read it, I don't worry as much about the future of mankind.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Billy Joe of some relation to the parking and transit system has phoned in out of the kindness of his heart to help us try to understand the system. Billy Joe, thank you. Thank you for calling in. What can you tell us about the parking situation and how much you're going to get for a ticket today if you park illegally?
If you park illegally, I do believe there's $75. Unless you park in an ADA space or something, then they can get up around $200.
Okay.
Are you one of the ticket writers?
No, sir.
Okay. All right.
What do you think about the my predicament of a 25-year-old ticket?
So how did you get the 25-year-old ticket?
So when I applied for my permit through the university that we do every year and have for years and years, I got a note back from the university. Hey, parking says you have an issue that needs to be cleaned up, like a citation, an unpaid citation. So I called several times. I finally got a call back, and I was unable to answer the phone. And they left a voicemail, which we played on the show here, which was, this is a really old one, 2001. Looks like it's 50. So I don't have any other information. Like I can't go online and pay it. So I call back several more times, never get a call back. And I finally go down there on Friday, and they look it up, and there's like 3 unpaid tickets from 1998, 2001, and 2001. But the other 2 had been taken off. And so I only had to pay the one ticket from 25 years ago, $50, for parking without a permit in a lot.
Wow. Usually we send them collections after 5 years. So it's crazy that it was still on the books.
Slipped through the cracks, obviously.
Well,
yeah.
It was an administrative breakdown somewhere along the way.
How did I get a permit last year and the year before?
No clue, man. That's not my sandbox over there. So.
You think I should have paid it?
You could have appealed it, but they'll charge you $10 to go through the appeals process.
What's the appeals process? Do you go to like a kangaroo court down there?
It's like a student
I think
court
so.
or what? Or
go before like a judge?
No, I think they just have some people on a board that you go talk to.
How many tickets do you think?
Explain your situation.
How many tickets do you think will be written on the first day of school today?
I am not sure.
If you had to guess.
Did they get a pep talk? Did they get a pep talk on a day like
3 or
today?
400. They don't have. There's no quota. They don't get any pep talk.
Oh wow, 300 or 400. That's a lot of tickets.
Do you deal with people that come in there?
No. I work out in the parking lots.
Oh, so you write them? No.
Nope.
You work out in the parking lots, but you don't write tickets? I don't want to out you too far, but I kind of wonder what you do.
Yeah.
The supervisor.
I take care of them.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Are generally people there nice at the parking and transit place? Or
super friendly. They get a lot of flack.
You think?
The ticket writers, they get a lot of hate. It's really unwarranted.
Yeah. Okay. What service do you provide? What would you say, like, for people that don't understand what your job is and what you're actually doing, for all of us out here that just think, you guys are a bunch of bad people? What would be the other side of that argument?
We're just making sure everyone has a place to park and it's not total chaos.
Mm-hmm. And so,
because if there was no tickets, if there was no designated areas, it'd just be chaos, and no one would get to class on time, and we wouldn't get people to graduation.
There you go. Well, that's the view, and I appreciate it. Billy, thank you. Billy Joe, thank you for the anonymous name or the handle, and we appreciate you phoning in today to let us know.
It just sounds like your ticket. That one ticket from 2001
Yeah, one more question.
Just kind of fell through the proverbial cracks.
One more question, Billy Joe. Like, how unusual is a 25-year-old ticket?
I've never heard of one. That's why I called in.
So this is kind of unprecedented, my situation.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That's what we've kind of figured. Do you think I got scammed, or do you think it was legit? I mean, I went down there and all that.
I mean, if you paid them and they brought the ticket up, it must have been legit. It was just they go to collections after so long.
I've never heard
of one sitting that long.
So, Wow. All right.
You're just luck of the draw, man.
20. Yeah.
You just got a bad hop.
Can I get the ticket? Is there any way to get the original ticket? Like if I wanted to frame it?
Yeah, you just have to call down to the main office and ask. They might give it to you.
Could you pull some strings
if they've
for
got
me?
a copy of.
Could you pull some strings for me?
Maybe.
Would you mind? Because I feel like if I go down there, they're not going to help me.
Yeah,
but I think
they probably would.
if you say, it's for a friend of a friend or something, and, they paid it, and they just want to have it as a memory, I would really appreciate it.
All right, I will see what I can do to get your ticket.
Thank you.
I know on microfilm.
I know I'm
somewhere
asking
back
a lot,
back
but
in
I would
the back.
I'm serious. I'm serious. I would really like to have it.
Yeah.
I really would.
Yeah.
I want to show it to the kids and let them know what can happen. 25 years later,
Yeah.
a bad decision, a poor decision can keep you from getting.
We'll follow you. Yeah, we'll follow
you home. That's exactly right. Thank you, Billy Joe.
You're welcome. Is Marion eligible? Yet? Or what's the situation with that?
It's just a procedural thing. This isn't one of those things that's like up in the air. Will he be? Will he not? It's just the process of
And they're not like punishing Cal for being very outspoken against them. Okay.
I don't think so. No, I think there's a whole bunch of these guys. They have to get the football guys eligible first, and then they move to basketball and whatever other sports, But yeah, I don't see that being an issue.
Sweet.
There you go. That's what really matters.
Yeah, let's just get to the heart of it.
Don't forget about the ticket.
Yeah, while
Thank
I'm
you.
here. Thank you, Billy Joe.
Appreciate it. Have a great Monday. Okay.
That's interesting. There you go.
How about that?
What's
Provide
it
public service.
now? He said a ticket now runs you $75. Is that what I heard him say? I believe that's right.
Yes,
$75.
That's the standard charge.
$10 to appeal,
unless you're in a ADA spot or something like that.
Then
He
it's
said
more.
up to $200.
Or like
you don't want to do that.
Ball game parking.
Yeah, if you get yourself in a lot that's for season ticket holders and they bought parking passes and you leave your car there, that's going to be even higher.
What if you park in the head ball coach's spot? Right
that would have been another good question.
Probably be towed.
That'd be another
You'd be
good
towed.
question. What if you parked in the head
Like take
ball
your
coach's spot?
car to the junk lot and smash it?
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that.
Depends on how the game went.
I think the vehicle will be removed. Hey, if you need a parking spot, but even better than a parking spot, a tailgating spot for football season, the 1910 Club's just west of Razorback Stadium, just west of that parking lot. It's just steps from Razorback Stadium, and you have everything, and they're going to take care of it for you. Wi-Fi, you have power outlets, you have real restrooms, and all you have to do is show up. They're even going to pick up the trash afterwards. The 1910 Club. Log on to their website, pick a spot that works for you. You can go game by game, individual games, or you can get one for the entire season. The1910club.com. Get in the club. Tailgate like you mean it with the 1910 Club. You guys are part of my family. Everyone that listens to this show is just part of the Chuck and Bo family. We're building a community here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yingling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yingling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
There's no better place to watch a game than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Thinking about buying or selling a business? Well, trust the experts at Arkansas Business Brokers, powered by Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. Whether you're ready to sell a business you've built from the ground up, or you're looking for the perfect opportunity to become your own boss, Arkansas Business Brokers can guide you through every step of the process. Their experienced team helps make complex transactions simple. Text BUSINESS to 479-306-6139 for a free consultation, or visit arkansasbusinessbrokers.com.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com, member FDIC.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. You're right, Chuck. You're right. You're right.
You're not wrong, Chuck.
Because
that's
we don't
all
want
I wanted to hear. That's really all I wanted to hear.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
This football season, it's time to tailgate like you mean it. The 1910 Club is Fayetteville's premier game day destination, just steps from Razorback Stadium, and it's got everything you need already waiting for you. Wi-Fi, power, and real bathrooms, plus a crew that runs the show so you can just show up and have a good time. Get a full season spot or pick the individual games you want. Log on at the1910club.com. That's the1910club.com. Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yuengling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yuengling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
By the way, good morning. We just kind of jumped in, and we're coffee deep. And hey, everybody,
morning, Bart.
Welcome in.
Edward.
I smell the bacon cooking. It's going to be a good day.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Yeah, it's a bummer for tight end Maddox Lassiter. He's out for the season after undergoing surgery on an upper body injury he suffered during a recent practice. But South Carolina's lost a couple receivers. Tennessee's lost their starting safety. When we talk about predictions and all that stuff, this plays a role in it.
It does. I mean, particularly when you start talking about a starting safety, that's a really that's an important position, and it's just one of the hazards of camp. And Maddox has been a really good player. He's filled a lot of roles, played multiple positions. So feel bad for him, but it's also a blow to the team because when you've got a guy like that that can line up at tight end, line up at fullback in the straight eye, line up at H-back, go in motion, be a lead blocker, and you got one guy that can do it. Well, and he goes down, it might take 2 or 3 guys to do that. So players like that are really more valuable than you might think.
Yeah, that's the first bad break. You hope you don't really have any more of them, But that's a bit of a bummer, and I hope you get through the rest of camp without having anything like that. Sutton Smith's got a little bit of an injury. He's nursing, but they don't expect it to be an issue, lower leg issue. Been held out a little bit lately, but they're expecting him to be back and ready to go for the season. By the way, anybody know what John Gruden was doing in town yesterday?
Here we are at the University of Arkansas, the home of John Daly, Frank Broyles, Pig Sooie! I love this place. Look at this place, man. Look at that pig right there. This is one of the coolest stadiums I have seen. Let's go, Razorbacks. Let's go. Woo!
He's like a caricature.
That's what he was doing. He was
down there by the fountain. Was down there by the fountain and did that. And I don't know if he's here for some sort of
a video.
We had lunch at Powerhouse, didn't he? Had lunch at Powerhouse. They reopened it.
Back room.
Powerhouse. That's the old rumor that John Gruden was seen at Powerhouse years ago. Negotiating his contract to be the next Razorback coach.
But what if that is a smokescreen that I was told? What if what I was told isn't correct?
Anybody know what he was doing here? I do not.
I don't know.
Anybody have any idea? Something with Barstool, something with Walmart? I don't know.
I thought Barstool, Walmart.
I think
somebody paid him to be here. Somebody paid him to be here.
I would have thought, and I could be wrong, that if he was doing something with the team or with Silverfield, that maybe we would have seen some of that and not like a tourist video outside by the fountains.
That kind of makes me wonder, was he here on behalf of somebody else and just said, while we're here, let's go by and get a shot. So I don't know.
That was a quick cameo.
Yeah.
In front of the fountains. I don't know what he was doing here. By the way, how much does it take to assemble a roster? ESPN has somehow come up with what they think the going rates are for every position on a college football team. And I think the punters and kickers are really underappreciated here. I mean, it's like $50,000 to $200,000, which is a lot of money, but it's not compared to what everybody else on the team is getting. And once again, the kicker seems underappreciated, but we'll get into what it really looks like to build a roster and what each position, the supposed slot, is. Catch Chuck and Bo on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park, wherever you get podcasts and on YouTube. Good morning. Having good vision enhances every part of your life, and that is why I go to McDonald Eye Associates. They have great doctors and staff that meets all your vision needs. I recently picked up a pair of new sunglasses, and the attention to detail and customer service was on another level. We all have preferences on the look of our shades, but checking out the different lenses helped me land the best pair I've ever had. And Drs. Betts and Mengarelli have helped numerous athletes get their best vision. Go see our friends at McDonald Eye Associates and see the best. The 1910 Club is taking tailgating to another level. It's on Oliver Street, just steps from Razorback Stadium. And every spot comes with Wi-Fi, power hookups, real bathrooms, and a club crew handling all the details so you don't have to. And if you're not ready for a full season, single game spots are available for nearly every home game. Pick your exact spot on the interactive map at the1910club.com. That's the1910club.com. Get in the club and tailgate like you mean it.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Macadoodles, customer service is the #1 priority, and it starts at the top with founder Roger Gildehouse.
It starts with the guy running it. If you make customer service your #1 issue, my people, you couldn't find one that wouldn't tell you that what's the most important thing to Roger when we open these doors every day, and they would tell you customer service. We have to take care of the customer.
Macadoodles, prioritizing customers since 1997.
I don't want Lane Kiffin at LSU. I want weird stuff going on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
High school athletics at its best. If you aren't following Varsity Vibe, what are you waiting for? We're your go-to source for the latest information on what's happening around the state and showcasing the players and teams that bring the action to life. Sure, we've got your highlight scores and all-access interviews, but we're also keeping you up to date with our newsletter twice a week and our weekly podcast. Subscribe now at varsityvibearkansas.com. Follow us on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok, and make sure you're in the know. Varsity Vibe Arkansas, we've got it covered.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question, the work that they're able to do with them in the sun. It used to be you couldn't stand on a hill a mile away and watch them practice if you're a coach. And now you get like 2 hours a week on-field work, which I think they broke up into like 14 OTAs over the summer. And you get 2 hours of film study with them, in addition to, the time that the strength staff gets to spend with them. So you do have a lot of carryover from spring, summer, and into fall camp. And so, yeah, it does feel like they hit the ground running. I have to be careful sometimes, guys, because when I say, I think they'll be good at this spot. I think they'll be good here. Sometimes when I say that, I just mean I think they'll be average. I love football, and I get excited like anybody else. I mean, I'm probably, depending on how things go, going to be somewhere around 4 wins. Give or take. Maybe I go up to 5 if I really like what I see. Maybe I drop it down to 3. But when I say stuff like, I always have to be careful with that because I get excited. But when I say something's going to be good, sometimes I just mean they're going to be average. And I think that they have a roster that is good enough. If they can do those things, penalties, turnovers, special teams, if they can do those things and they have a quarterback that is at least competent, that doesn't just kill them, that they could get to a bowl game. People look at the schedule and say, well, this is the most brutal thing ever, and there's no way that they're going to be. Teams do that kind of stuff. There's things that happen. You look at a team that is what they are right now, what they're projected. You don't know what's going to happen to Auburn. You seen the slate Auburn has before they play Arkansas. Who knows? Shane Beamer could be on the hottest of hot seats. He could be out of there by the time Arkansas plays them. And that's in Fayetteville. There are things that could unfold throughout the course of the season that you just don't expect.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Sorry to disappoint the media, but very rarely do I bring up the media in team meetings about motivation. It's hour 2 of practice. We're not thinking about what the media voted us, right? Hopefully we all practice pissed off, right? Hopefully we all want to be great.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
It's a real talk show.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
You guys know I'm a student of pop culture. And, when we were wondering about what Gruden was doing here, somebody texted in he was here for the Lil Wayne concert last night. I saw a picture of this guy. And we were discussing during the break how old is Lil Wayne. Now, I thought, based on his appearance, my guess was 60. I mean, the guy looks rough. He looks terrible. And let's just say he does. He looks awful. And Bart looks it up. He's like 43. 43 rough years now. And I'm not passing judgment on his music. Things like it's not my generation. I'm not his target. I know that. But
But what if you were?
Well, he missed the mark. But it's I would have guessed older than 43. I just put it that way.
We got some concerts that come to this area, don't we? I mean, you think about our state, we get some concerts that span the gamut.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Some places get, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Bart, Edward.
You're wrong.
Lil Wayne's heyday. I mean, the days of #1 hits, the days of like superstardom. Are those in the rearview mirror?
Yes, absolutely. Most definitely.
All right. So some places get the rearview mirror guys, and then you get other acts that may be in other people's rearview mirrors, but to some, they're, still great.
Well,
go ahead, Brian.
What we get a lot here at the AMP, which is a great venue, and they do a really good job of bringing in these acts, is you get a lot of guys who might just be out of their prime a little bit, but you
washed
also,
up
but
no,
washed up.
But you also get a lot of like up and coming acts too, like people who in a year or two will be selling out arenas and stadiums. That happens frequently.
Does it?
Yes.
See, I don't get out as much as I used to.
There was a concert here maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly when. And that same artist is headlining arenas.
Huh.
And like on a full on big time.
Played right
tour.
out here at the AMP, huh?
Yeah.
Well, didn't Luke Combs play some small venue around here just a few years ago? I don't remember if it was George's or somewhere, but I mean, like, yeah, that happens quite a bit.
I mean,
March,
look,
right?
like
that people come through here, and I mean, Riley Green's pretty big now, country star, and he's played here.
You're telling me that people aren't going to go see Leonard Skinner and Foreigner? That'll be packed.
Screaming Freebird at the top of their lungs. I'll be right there with
Tim
him.
McGraw will be here in a few weeks. Like that's going to be great.
Are you going?
To see Tim McGraw? Most likely, yeah.
I saw Rick Springfield at Oaklawn.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
that?
you went to
Hey,
that.
Billy Idol's going to be at the AMP.
I know people that are going to see
60.
Billy Idol. I know people that are going to see
Pitbull
Billy
with Lil Jon. That'll be fun.
Lil.
That'd be fun. It's on a Tuesday, so I don't know that I'll be there, but it'll be fun.
Pitbull.
You want to go?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it sounds great.
And then there's Amy Grant playing at Oaklawn on September 18th.
I think Amy Grant's playing in Fayetteville, I saw,
Is
too,
she?
like out here at the Ozark Music Hall.
Zach Top's going to be at the AMP. This is a perfect example. Zach Top, he's a country artist, kind of on the ascendancy. Has kind of been an opener for people. Will be in the next couple of years headlining his own shows at stadiums or arenas.
Well, let's get back to my original point.
Yeah.
Does Lil Wayne not look 60 years old?
He looks like you said.
He looks older than 43.
It's a hard 43.
He looks older than 43.
It's a hard 43.
That's all I'm saying.
I think is what you said.
That's all I'm saying.
It's a hard
43.
How old's Robert De Niro? It's his birthday today.
Oh, Bob?
Yeah. How's it?
Robert De Niro, how old do you think he is?
86.
83.
Okay.
Bob De Niro, 83.
At 80.
Wow. At
Still,
86.
still just awesome. I'll watch
Yeah.
anything with De Niro in it. Just about.
How old would Davy Crockett be today?
Well, he died in 1836.
He was born in 1786.
So if you don't mind, can you tell me how old Davy
quick
Crockett
math.
would be today? I would
What is that,
appreciate
like
it.
250?
240 years old.
He'd be 240 today.
Yeah. Happy 240 to Davy Crockett.
Can I also point out that it is National I Love My Feet Day? Now, I don't know how you celebrate a day like today, but it is National I Love My Feet Day.
Well, you protect them.
Pedicure.
Maybe
Go get a
so.
pedicure.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
Protect them. Maybe walk on hot coals.
Let's see what it
Maybe
says here.
ground. Maybe do some grounding.
I would walk over
Grounding.
hot coals
Yes,
for any
grounding
of
is good.
It's a day to appreciate how valuable our feet are, to practice good foot care, and pamper our feet.
you. Okay. There you
Appreciate
have
those
it.
feet. Some
There
people
you
don't
have
have
it.
any.
Where's Rex Ryan?
That's a good point, Edward.
You only get one set of feet in this life.
That's a good
Say,
point.
say
care of
your line again, please, Bo.
Yeah.
It went underappreciated
It's
there.
okay.
What'd you say?
It's Rex Ryan Day.
Ah,
Yes. Now that's a man who appreciates a
Yeah.
good foot.
National
yes.
I Love
Not his own, but
My Feet Day.
Yeah.
You got to be where you got to
love
be.
your feet,
Micah
too.
Parsons too recently. Micah Parsons, Green Bay Packers.
What about him?
He's a big fan of feet, and he's not afraid to tell everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
well.
Okay.
Well, there's a twist.
Yeah. See where the Cowboys signed Von Miller? Anybody see
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I saw that.
Can we let's move along before people start
Yeah, I was going to
participating.
say,
no,
this is not an audience really
This
participation
is
segment.
not a participation.
So it's going to be hot again today, guys.
Yeah, hot enough for you?
You get that National Be Where Your Feet Are Day. How about that? Just be where your feet are.
Might
Still on
catch
the
a
foot
stray
subject.
shower or thunderstorm in parts of the state.
We are hoping.
I was
And
rooting
praying.
yesterday.
Only
I was
praying.
rooting. I saw a dark cloud. I was actually rooting for it. I was waving it in.
If it rains, I will stop and I will applaud. I will watch.
Stand outside.
Yeah,
soak it
we
in.
had all that rain, and then all of a sudden it's
We needed this.
it's like bang, man. We just dried up like overnight. It felt like. Just
Well, and there's been
burnt up.
a ban on watering your lawn too in most of Northwest Arkansas.
Well, now part of that's there's different water districts.
Yeah.
And in some water districts, they're encouraging. And in others, they're saying,
Absolutely not.
go ahead.
I would just say this to people that water their lawn, like why? You don't have to mow it. Just it'll come back.
It's neighborhood peer pressure.
It's going to come back.
It is
Yeah, you
neighborhood
want,
peer
you want it
pressure.
to look nice.
It'll come back.
I want it to look nice.
Yeah, but there's
Then spray
there's
paint it
peer
green.
pressure involved.
But it'll come back.
Like
You
the
just
golf course.
take a couple of weeks off the lawnmower and appreciate it. And you don't worry.
Oh,
about
I haven't had to mow in a minute.
Don't worry about it. National Thrift Shop Day as well today. Edward likes to do that, don't you? Like you have a good thrift shop, go to a yard
Love
sale.
good. Yeah, all of it.
That Wilt
Dial a
Chamberlain,
trade.
that
Dial
Wilt
a trade.
Chamberlain,
That's my new favorite thing.
that Wilt Chamberlain warm up jersey was found at a thrift shop.
It was.
Bought
Never
like
know what you might
what did they
find.
buy for like $6 or something, and sold it for about $90,000.
They found that at what we call the Goodwill bins. Have you ever been to one of those stores?
Did they really?
That's like the last resort before all that stuff gets thrown into a
Yeah,
like a landfill.
a lot of coaches who move jobs.
Yes, they do.
will just take their Razorback gear before taking a job somewhere else or after taking a job, and they're not going to wear that Razorback gear anymore.
I've seen.
so they're gonna,
I've seen that before.
You can get some great Razorback gear at a Goodwill. I mean,
Hey,
just a pro tip.
Yeah, it's good. Good tip.
Wait for coaching
Hey,
changes.
hey,
and go to
whenever a
Goodwill.
whenever a football or basketball staff gets fired, start checking out the Goodwill store.
I mean,
Check out that Goodwill
it
down
might
off
be too late. Might be too late now. We might be on a good path here, but there for a while, man. That was maybe I'm late on the pro tip because we were getting rid of coaches. Quite a bit there.
A lot of people.
A lot of action at the
A
Goodwill.
lot of people on the staff, and they all get that gear. So.
What you need to start doing is you need to start sizing up all the assistant coaches.
Oh, that guy. I
Yeah,
think
that
I
guy's
think I
about
could wear
my
that guy.
size. That guy's about my
Get
size.
that guy's number.
Yeah, let's figure out like which guy is kind of. And when that guy goes, you go to the thrift store. You go to the Goodwill
Get
rack.
his number, text him. Hey, man.
100%. Hot again today, by the way. Really hot. Just in case you were wondering, it's going to be in the hundreds
Not going to cool down this week.
once again. When we come back, we were going to get into this, but we got sidetracked. What it costs to put a roster together. What slot do you think
a center is, a linebacker. The kicker's $50,000 to $200,000. Seems undervalued,
underappreciated.
but that's where they're slotted. But what does it take to put a football roster together? We'll hear from Coach Silverfield after their 130-play scrimmage yesterday. KJ Jackson, 3 touchdown drives of 75 yards. A.J. Hill had a 96-yard drive and a 63-yard drive. And Chris Marshall, we'll hear about him. He had a big day. This is the receiver from Boise that's got a chance to be really, really good.
Sounds like
he's just got to be consistent.
Being the go-to guy. I mean, he's made some big plays. Hey, you're talking about the heat. If you're a Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric customer, it's no big deal right now. I'm not saying that, like, the heat's not a big deal, but I'm saying you've got comfort in your home and you've got quality and you've got peace of mind knowing that your system is going to be running just the way you want it to on the hottest day of the year. That's what they do at Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. They do things differently. And part of that's getting ahead of a problem before it becomes a problem. Premium service, expert installation, every detail matters. There aren't going to be any shortcuts. There aren't going to be any surprises. There's going to be Paschal quality at a price more families can afford. They're independently owned. They're locally operated. Log on to gopaschal.com.
Nobody gets you ready for football season quite like the Chuck and Bo Show.
That's right.
Nobody.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Are you a real estate agent looking for more than just a place to hang your license? Then it's time to discover the difference at Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. At Weichert, you'll find industry-leading training, powerful marketing tools, hands-on support, and a team that's invested in your success. Whether you're a brand new agent or a seasoned professional, Weichert gives you the resources you need to grow your business and reach your goals. Ready to learn more? Text CAREER to 479-306-6139. Your next chapter starts here.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yuengling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yuengling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Well, I just want to say we need to appreciate Boyd a little more because Boyd know what the hell he's talking about. Boy, you bad, boy.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Statistically, he stood out, and he stood out as one of those where the stats actually match it, right? Sometimes they'll read off a name, and I'm like, who's that? You know, oh, guy with 9 catches. Yeah, Chris had a tremendous day. He continues to show what he's capable of doing. And I told Chris, listen, you can be as good as any receiver in this country. And as we've talked about before, is that consistent thing for him. And it's man, he works hard. He cares about it. Like, even when the 4s were in there, he's over there paying attention. He's dialed in. Quite pleased with his growth and what he did today.
You know, one of the things Silverfield said a lot, he just said it about Marshall, he said it about the quarterbacks there, is consistency. You know, that's there are a lot of great football players in America. A lot of talented guys that you can put a heck of a highlight reel together for. But the guys that do it day after day, you know, series after series, those are the guys you win with. And that seems to be a pretty consistent message on his part, is the consistency on the field. You got to do it every day. You got to bring it every day.
He's from Boise. That's a transfer they got in. And by the way, just on that, the connection with the team becoming that way. You know, you got the individual guys being consistent and then it clicking together. And that's what when I hear him talk, that's what he's trying to build. That's the pressure he's trying to put on, trying to create that consistency. And we got 2 full weeks of practice, and then you're into game week. But ESPN came out with how much does it cost to field a Power 4 roster. They dug into the numbers. Chris Marshall, for example, I don't know what he's getting, but the going rate for wide receivers is $400,000 to $1 million. I'd say he's probably somewhere in the middle of that.
Might be a little closer to 400 than 1 million.
Yeah, maybe 600. I don't I just if you had to take a guess.
That's still not a bad deal.
We had $1 million quarterback here the last couple of years. Quarterbacks going from 1 to 3 million. That's on average. By the way, it doesn't mean some of these couldn't be more. For example, Levitt at LSU, I think, went for more than 3 million. We know Sorsby, before the whole gambling thing, went for more than that to Texas Tech. But on average, again, this is what it takes to build a roster. Running backs 300 to 800 average. Tight ends 300 to 600. Offensive tackles. This is close to the second most valuable position on the team if you go by the slottings here. 600 to 1.2 million. Guards and centers 400 to 800. Edge rushers 500 to 1.2. Defensive tackles 500 to $1 million. Linebackers 300 to 700. Corners 400 to 900. Safeties 300 to 900. And kickers 50 to 200. Punters 50 to 150.
Yeah, it's you know, you look at some of these numbers, and like you were talking about a minute ago with the kickers, you know, that's not a lot of money. Some of this is supply and demand. It's not to say that there's a good linebacker on every corner, but there's a better chance of finding a good linebacker per se than necessarily finding a great left tackle on the offensive line or a great edge rusher. The thing that strikes me about this is how a lot of it mirrors the NFL. You know, offensive tackle, you know, quarterbacks protecting the quarterback's blind side, edge rushers, defensive tackles. Those are the guys that do command a lot of the money. But what strikes me on this is you hear about, your teams that are in the top 5, top 10, $40 to $50 million rosters. These numbers right here are the going rate for starters. Well, here's the thing. If you're a top 5, top 10 team, you're not just paying the 2 starting wide receivers like starters. You're paying 4 or 5 of them like starters because you brought them in to start. And that's why these numbers can just begin to multiply and go nuts. But it is striking. Like, for example, 25 years ago, if we had pay for play like we do now, 25 years ago, would the going rate for a Darren McFadden be 300 to 800,000, or would it be a lot more?
It'd be more for him.
Yes, but probably just in general, because the game was much more built around that eye back as opposed to now. I don't know, for example, 25 years ago that a wide receiver would be making more than the guy dotting the I, because those were franchise guys, bell cow guys. Some of this is reflective of how the game's changed, but it kind of gives you an idea of what it costs to field a roster. And you're just getting started with this right here. You're just getting started.
Arkansas's got the GM, Geiska Crowley, now, who oversees the football slots. And when they bring in recruits or transfers, or they're evaluating people, that's what your job is, to try to evaluate the player on the field and what you're willing to pay them based on the slots. And then
but they're not absolute slots.
Yeah, then you got to figure right. But there's some play in there. But
right.
Then you got to figure out what you have left to put your entire roster together. Teams that are great, you're going to be solid, and then you're going to have what? You're going to have a great left tackle. You're going to have a great quarterback. You're going to have a great pass rusher, and maybe a lockdown corner, right? I mean, those are the guys that, if you're looking at the NFL draft, those are the guys that are franchise players. Does Arkansas have those things this year?
I mean, I would argue that Miami made it to the national championship game because they had an elite edge rusher. Like, they were able to get so much pressure on the quarterback, to your point, Bo, but with Ruben Bain, and I mean, he was a top 10 NFL draft pick, that it set the tone for their entire defense. And
then they had playmakers,
right? Yeah, I don't want to minimize the impact of Tony and like the guys they had.
Well, you'll have playmakers if you've got somebody pressuring the quarterback every down. You're going to have playmakers,
right? So I think it's a great question. Does Arkansas have those guys, and what do they need to do to get them?
If you're using Miami as an example, you had Malachi Tony on offense.
Yeah.
You had Carson Beck at quarterback. You had other guys
Ruben Bain was on defense.
Right.
That's who I was. That's what I was just talking about.
Bain.
Well, plus two, you look at programs like that have that huge influx of cash. Like from an Arkansas perspective, Kentucky, Mississippi State, Auburn, teams that are climbing, you're not going to have as much money as some of the teams that have already arrived, which means you can't miss.
We don't talk about Miami enough as an example of what Arkansas could be, because you think of Miami back when they
got more money.
When they had Jimmy Johnson. That's true. But where was the money until recently? Like Miami, until Mario Cristobal, and what is he in, like 5 or 6 years now? Until him, they were floundering. Like, people aren't coming to games. Nobody's supporting the program. And my point is they found the right guy for them to sort of reignite the money and the fan base.
And it took a couple of years.
Did.
This will be year 5 for Cristobal at Miami. Went 5-7 year 1, 7-5 year 2. Jumped up to 10 wins in 24. Last year played for the national title. So
I'm not saying Arkansas is Miami.
It doesn't happen overnight, even at places like Miami.
I'm just saying places go dormant until they get excited. They go dormant. Like, we point to Indiana a lot because they were such a losing program for so long. But Miami's an example of, man, they went away for a while.
Miami's flash cash though down there. I mean, it's very much a come and go kind of deal. I would think Miami would be one of the harder of the powers in college football. I would think that would be a hard place to sustain it. I mean, you know, fortunes come and go pretty quickly in South Florida.
No doubt.
But whatever they're doing right now is working.
Cristobal figured it
Yeah,
out.
well, Cristobal's a really good coach.
He got it going, and, you know, you hope Silverfield is that for Arkansas.
Cristobal's an old offensive line guy.
It always comes down to right coach at right time, even at the biggest programs.
Listen, people are so hungry to win here. If they can show something, you're going to get whatever you can get in the coming years for Arkansas. Like, for all the negativity and all the complaining and the dark clouds, I mean, one taste of victory for this Arkansas fan base, and everybody's, like, ready to go. Like, what can I do to help? You know, ready to – I mean, it's not like that people have – I don't think people have given up on the program. I think they're waiting for a spark, and it will ignite everyone. That's just my opinion.
People are just now, to draw another parallel, people are just now kind of excited about Nebraska football again. Going into year 4 under Matt Rule, they didn't go to a bowl game for 7 years at Nebraska. They've been to back-to-back bowl games now under Matt Rule as they look to take the next step. I mean, there's a bigger problem there. Their decision to join the Big Ten destroyed their football program. But they still have all that history and tradition, and can they get back? We'll see. I think Matt Rule's a very good coach, but again, right coach, right time, and just showing something, right? They just made it to a bowl game each of the past 2 years. They went 6-6, and then they went 7-5, and that's all it took. And now people are really excited again.
I think some of it's the off-the-field stuff, too. When you talk about having the right coach, like, I'm sure Cristobal, along with getting players and getting the program, you know, the roster to where he wanted it to be, had to get off the field and ignite some people. I think Silverfield's – I'm just looking for potential comparisons. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm saying somebody's going to do this. You know, like, talk about Golish at Auburn. Talk about Summerall at Florida. Do they connect off the field with the right people? Do they get enough on the field to show some progress? Do those things come together and 1 + 1 becomes 3 in a couple of years? I mean, somebody's going to do that, right? Places that have come and gone are going to come back.
I think some of it's depending upon, you know, where you are. We use that word alignment. But alignment encompasses a lot of things in terms of your entire program. Miami, for example, Nebraska, for example, how much money are they putting into other programs? Percentage-wise, you know, what are the demands where they are to be good at particular sports? I think all those things factor in, not just here but everywhere.
And Hunter has talked about that, right? Like, these other programs are sustained right now. I got to focus on football. We got to go try to support this coach and get football back. But you still are carrying the success of these other programs.
Here's the thing that and it's tricky, I would think, for every athletic director. Sustaining the success that you have in certain sports requires you to sustain the money that you are investing in those sports. And at the same time, you've got to find a way to fund the most expensive sport of all, while still maintaining your level of competitiveness at the other sport. That's the demand at SEC schools. That's not necessarily the demand in every other conference. But in the SEC, you're expected to be good in football first, but you're also expected to be good at other things too. And there's a huge financial commitment required to be an SEC basketball fan at a place where they take it seriously. There's a financial commitment involved in being an SEC baseball fan if you are a fan of a school where they take it seriously. And then, you know, obviously everyone wants to be good at football. So when you talk about alignment, there's many different components that come into play there.
That's right. Missouri, for example, they really haven't been great at other sports. They've kind of put their eggs in the football basket, which is one of the things that's helped them in football.
I don't know if they made a decision to do that or just the fact that they hadn't really been good at all that many sports, over the past several years. It was just easier for them to say, all right, we're going to throw everything into football.
And it's the most important one.
Sure it
if
is.
you got to pick one, that's easy.
Sure it is.
Bart's in the Chevy of Fayetteville situation room. What do you have?
Well, I was laughing. I forgot.
Yeah, I saw you laugh out loud.
Yeah.
I saw you laugh. You saw
I realized and had forgotten that Nebraska's new offensive coordinator. Anybody know who that is?
It's not Chad Morris. It's Dana Holgerson.
It's Dana Holgerson.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
They brought in
Bill Murray and Kingpin hair every time I see him.
Yeah, I know. It is funny.
They brought in Anthony Calandria to play quarterback for him, transfer from he played at UNLV last year, I think. Virginia the year before that. I might have that switch. I think it was at UNLV last year under Dan Mullen. But pretty good player. They have a lot of returning starters. This is Matt Rule's best team that he's had at Nebraska. That's why people are excited.
They're trying to put a team together. They got a team of construction workers that'll put a new roof or a remodel together for you at Teamwork Roofing and Construction, and they'll help you pay for it. If you can't do it right now, they can do the work now, and you can pay later. They've got a lot of flexible payment plans, including 0 down, 0% for 12 months, low fixed payments over time, no payments for 60 days. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, you can count on them to do what they say they're going to do, on time and on budget. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by teamwork. We're just over here preaching the Razorback gospel today. We're going to pass the plate around right after we're done.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Are you or a loved one struggling with addiction? There is hope. John 316 Ministries is a free, faith-based 501c3 program that has helped more than 3,000 people transform their lives over the past 23 years. This long-term inpatient program includes lodging, counseling, medical care, and job training, all at no cost to you. In a period of 6 months to a year, you could graduate with a trade, a purpose, and a fresh start. A spiritual boot camp for men and a safe refuge for women. Log into john316thecure.com.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
The 1910 Club is taking tailgating to another level. It's on Oliver Street, just steps from Razorback Stadium. And every spot comes with Wi-Fi, power hookups, real bathrooms, and a club crew handling all the details so you don't have to. And if you're not ready for a full season, single game spots are available for nearly every home game. Pick your exact spot on the interactive map at the1910club.com. That's the1910club.com. Get in the club and tailgate like you mean it.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
I think you will see this team this year play hard, play smart, give themselves a chance to win. I'm not naive, and I don't think there's going to be, they're not going to run the table, and there's probably going to be a game or two in there you lose, you think you ought to win, and hopefully there's some games in there that nobody thinks you're going to win now that you find a way to win. But my sense, from being around these guys, just the minimal amount of time that they've been here and the minimal amount of time I've been around them, we're going to know this team's been coached. I expect to see the turnovers reduced, and I expect to see the penalties go down. And I don't think the secondary is going to get beat quite as bad as maybe the secondary got beat last year. Some of that's contingent upon putting pressure on the quarterback. So I think those areas, even though none of them are like, maybe by themselves aren't enough to, change their fortunes, if all three of those things happen, I do think they're going to be better.
That's what you want in year one of a new regime. You want to feel like that you have taken a step to change things and to fix things and to be competitive in a way that you weren't previously. To me, that's the whole reason you make a change.
Last year was just like so bad.
For so long.
And it went from bad to worse. I mean,
just like
and by the end of it, nobody was a hold of the rope.
It was over by like 4 games, 5 games into the season.
Well, when they lost at Memphis, it was over. And in retrospect. But one thing I do not think you'll see this year, I don't think you'll see this team, as the old saying goes, let go of the rope, which did happen last year. And that I don't think will happen this season. I will be very surprised if that happens. The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Part, with full replays available on YouTube and Twitter, or catch up on all 3 hours with a podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search The Chuck and Bo Show.
You got to match Chuck Barrett's intensity. I mean, when the guy's in the booth, he's a different kind of cat.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Game day ready.
So
Chuck
is
Barrett's
Quinn.
getting ready there.
So is Quinn.
No kidding. We're in the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery now, Arkansas-owned whiskey from the Idaho Highlands, distilled at nearly 6,000 feet. They offer a lineup that includes American single malt whiskey, organic vodka, gin, and barrel-aged gin, which is on another level. DrinkWarfield.com. DrinkWarfield.com. Find it near you. We were talking about just when we got a text here about how do you sustain it? Like, will dynasties exist anymore? Will a national championship team last for 3 or 4 or 5 years? In today's world, it seems less than likely that that's going to happen. We're all watching Indiana to see how long Cignetti's run will last. Chuck was talking about the ability to fund all your athletic teams, which do not make money. Like, football is the revenue-producing sport, a little bit in basketball. And even though you may think baseball produces revenue, in today's day and time, it doesn't. I'm not saying you can't get there and maybe break even, but outside of that, your athletic department's funding every other sport you have, many of which are successful, like softball. Shout out Bart, softball guy.
Yeah, the Razorback softball team, I mean, fresh off the first trip to Oklahoma City in the Women's College World Series in program history, their transfer class, they signed 6 or have brought in 6 players, ranked 3rd nationally, according to D1 softball. So just continuing to build, continuing to reload, putting together another big time transfer class, like's happened in baseball. The Razorback basketball team, Chuck, also has a really strong roster. Not as many transfers, but a couple of key ones. A lot of 5 stars, five stars coming in. It's about putting together really solid rosters and finding the way to do that.
Well,
softball guy.
Yeah. I think one thing that should be pointed out, though, is there's a reason that basketball and baseball and softball are doing well right now, because they've got big budgets. They can pay players better than others can out there. And I'm not saying everybody feels like they've got enough money. I'm not suggesting that. Every coach out there will tell you that, we don't have as much as somebody else, and that's probably true. But these sports are, they're doing more with more. We got pretty good budget for basketball, better than you might think for baseball, and evidently pretty good for softball. The idea that you're putting together great transfer classes just, hey, why don't you come here and play for free? That's not going on. I mean, you're putting together great classes because you got money to spend. Let's be honest. I'm beginning to think, and I may be completely wrong in saying this, but, I think about this guy at Northwestern the other day that gave $35 million.
Schlitz beer.
Yeah. And the guy at Texas Tech who's obviously given a lot of money. I'm beginning to believe that if you are going to be good, this idea of the grassroots, we're all in this together and all that may supplement you to an extent, but you got to have one or two guys giving real money. I mean, like double figure in the millions to make it work. I just as I observe the national landscape and I think about where Arkansas' spot is in it, and you look at a program like Northwestern, who's doing a lot of the same things, trying to have a better football program, and it takes all that money. And I'm just beginning to believe that that's what it's going to take for a lot of these programs. Is you're going to have to catch lightning in a bottle if you've not been good, and somebody, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people are going to have to fund what you're doing. I just the money required to really be good it is so off the charts. I think we're desensitized to how much it is. I think we feel like if an athletic director will just go out there and he's good at raising money, that all this money will just appear. We're a small, poor southern state, and there are a lot of them out there. And the idea that you're just going to have this groundswell of grassroots support, people may love you, and they may be pulling for you, but that doesn't mean their budget's extended for you. It just doesn't mean they can do that. So this is a long way of saying I don't know what the answer is. I don't. But I am beginning to believe when you look at what it costs to field a football roster, if you're going to be good at more than one thing, you've got to have just a small handful of people, because you were talking about programs changing. There are going to be some programs that are always good. Ohio State's always going to be good. Michigan's always going to be good. Texas is always going to be good. One of the Florida schools should always be good. Georgia should always be good. But beyond that, some of it's going to be hit and miss. Some of it will come and go. But I tend to believe in, like Texas Tech, they're going to be a factor as long as Cody Campbell's interested, and as long as he's rich, and as long as the price of oil's up there where it is. If any of those things change, Texas Tech may go back to being what they were before. That's just the truth.
Well, you think about Silverfield being here, and in the time, and maybe a little bit before, but certainly in the time that he's been here, they've raised $25 million, let's say, for football.
That's a lot of money in Arkansas.
A lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
But from January to August, that's what you've been doing. And then Northwestern has a guy pick up the phone and say, here's $35 million.
Right.
To your point, unlocking a couple of those people. But this is just crazy, isn't it, when you think about what we're asking people to do to have successful football programs. We're asking them to just give money. And, there's no other thing on earth like this except, actual nonprofits where, cajillion billionaires are like, you know what, we're going to help save the earth with some astronomical amount of money. And but that's so rare. And then you go, hey, we're not curing cancer, we're not saving the world, we're trying to put a football team together. The idea of what we're doing in college athletics, and by the way, the fact that it's happening and they're pulling it off in as many places as they are it's just sort of, you're right, we've become desensitized to it because that's just the way that it is.
That's how intoxicating winning is. I mean, winning is intoxicating. And the money does begin to flow when it happens. And we've seen it happen here. I mean,
it's also intoxicating on another level when you don't win.
No, you're right. You're right. We've been punch drunk on both sides of the equation before. We have been.
We're gonna get intoxicated on a whole other level if it keeps being winless. This is the challenge, man. This is what we're watching unfold. And I mean, look, that bill, I don't know what'll happen, but to me, the biggest thing about that whole bill is everybody knowing exactly what the number is.
You got every year. You got to save yourself. You can't depend on Congress to do it. Yeah. You can't depend on the other teams in the conference to have any mercy on you. It is survival of the fittest right now. And You just got to save yourself because nobody else is going to.
Boy, college athletics. What a deal. Everybody's trying to get the job done. WT Equipment can help you get it done. They've got the Bobcat, the legendary Bobcat, great for light construction work. They got all the brands, though, New Holland, Hustler Steel, and they're there to help you. I mean, the thing about WT Equipment, they're family-owned and operated. They've been that for a long time. They got 4 locations in Arkansas. Their roots run deep. And if you're looking for dependable equipment, you can count on dependable folks to help make it happen. That's what you get at WT Equipment, where you get the job done. And, of course, the legendary Bobcats right up there at the top. Get the job done with WT Equipment at WTEquip.com. 8:47. It's Monday. Just Monday. The first day of the University of Arkansas classes. Park at tickets at a premium. Derek, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
How about them hogs, gentlemen?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. This football season, it's time to tailgate like you mean it. The 1910 Club is Fayetteville's premier game day destination, just steps from Razorback Stadium, and it's got everything you need already waiting for you. Wi-Fi, power, and real bathrooms, plus a crew that runs the show so you can just show up and have a good time. Get a full season spot or pick the individual games you want. Log on at the1910club.com. That's the1910club.com. Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
You know, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. The 1910 Club is taking tailgating to another level. It's on Oliver Street, just steps from Razorback Stadium. And every spot comes with Wi-Fi, power hookups, real bathrooms, and a club crew handling all the details so you don't have to. And if you're not ready for a full season, single game spots are available for nearly every home game. Pick your exact spot on the interactive map at the1910club.com. That's the1910club.com. Get in the club and tailgate like you mean it.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
4:45 in the morning. You know what you're going to do? You're going to hit the snooze button for losers. A snooze button saying, I'm not ready for what today has in store for me. So guess what? We're going to sit there and say, yes. That alarm goes off. I'm hitting the damn ground saying, hell yeah.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting after it. First day of school now. Back to morning practices. Hey, if you're looking for a place to watch the games this year, any game at any time, Walk-Ons has it. More than 60 televisions in every Walk-Ons location. Great food, and they've got Flight by Yuengling on tap. Ask about Yuengling Flight. It's the next generation of light beer. Tastes like a Yuengling, but it's only 95 calories. We're at First Security Bank tomorrow on Joyce. We'll be there from 6 to 9, but from 6:30 to 8, it's free donuts. And you don't even have to get out of your car. You just drive through. They'll have a drive-through set up right off Joyce Boulevard. If you have to be in the Fayetteville area on the way to school, come get some free donuts tomorrow at First Security Bank.
We'll serve you.
On Joyce. Absolutely.
Service with a smile.
They'll have all kinds of people out there helping, and we're looking forward to it. Anthony Lucas will be on the show tomorrow. We'll talk to the former Razorback wide receiver. And
he's a star right now.
Head high school coach.
He's all over town, man.
By the way, speaking of coaches, Ryan Day moving senior day at Ohio State to the first game of the year to help eliminate any distractions for the Michigan game. All they talk about at Ohio State, it seems like, is Michigan, and all they do is compete for national championships. I'm like, what? Like, they're so in your head. I get rivalries, but like when you're winning national championships, just keep winning. Just keep being in the playoff and trying to win national championships. I mean, they would have fired him if he hadn't won the national championship a couple years ago. He's 82-12.
55-5 in Big Ten play.
Yes.
And he's a loss away from Michigan from getting fired.
Well, because 4 of those 5 losses are to Michigan.
It's crazy.
It's wild. Like, what's more important, beating your rival or?
Well, in the case of Ohio State, the answer is obvious. Beating Michigan.
It's just that is such an obvious thing
but if you beat Michigan,
we really think strange sometimes.
They expect to beat Michigan and win the national championship.
I get it. It's like, hey, we'll find another guy that can win the national championship.
Yeah,
if you can't beat Michigan too, we'll get somebody that
Woody did both.
We'll win the national championship.
Jim Tressel did both.
Yeah. The
All
sweater.
Right, come by and see us tomorrow. First Security Bank on Joyce in Fayetteville if you can. Free donuts, 6:30 to 8 on the way to school. Have a great Monday. Having good vision enhances every part of your life, and that is why I go to McDonald Eye Associates. They have great doctors and staff that meets all your vision needs. I recently picked up a pair of new sunglasses, and the attention to detail and customer service was on another level. We all have preferences on the look of our shades, but checking out the different lenses helped me land the best pair I've ever had. And